jump in was perfectly.
Again, this is a team tournament. We're going to see all these players go up against each other.
Oh, an unbelievable block.
What a way to end.
Welcome everyone to Street Fighter League Pro US 2019 Season 1. I'm your host Rip, and today kicks off our 8th week of action. We are winding down here. Of course, if you guys are new to SFL, this is 10 weeks of competition in this double round robin format where we will also have 3 team battles per week. 3 weeks to go. If you joined us last week, Bryan F stepped up for his team, got the OCV, while Punk freed the Laura Idom running loose now with that Laura. And also, we saw NuckleDu once again lose to Team Frost. So let's get things started this week and kick it over to Vicious and Ringe.
Thank you, Rip. Welcome back, everybody, to Street Fighter League Pro US Season 1. My name is Vicious, here with Ringe. And boy, things are really shaking up in the standings this week as everybody's kind of shifted around, right? We did have Team Spirit go up against Team Psycho, and then you saw the change up between, I believe it was Gale and Frost, and then even Inferno going up against the Storm. You saw it all here in this package. Again, everything was going crazy last week.
Yeah, last week was very eventful. We had shifting in terms of the standings for multiple teams, right? You mentioned that Gale got leapfrogged by Nephew's team, Team Frost, as well as Inferno and Storm going up against each other, the 1 and 2 teams. Storm actually pulling away with that, so they're both 5 and 2, and now it's going to come down to the matches and rounds 1, right, or games 1, because the tiebreaker head-to-head is 1-1.
We're getting closer and closer to the end of Season 1, but to kind of remind you guys of how the format's going, we have Ringe to explain how it all works.
Of course, each team gets a ban, and once they ban out a character, neither team can use them. So we got 2 individuals going head-to-head first up, and then the loser of that is out of the team battle. They're no longer eligible to play. The winner goes to the back of the queue. Then we get 2 new players. They play. The loser gets out, and the winner goes to the back of the queue. And then we keep doing that as we progress through the set until one team remains, and that team takes the W.
And that's right, as more and more of these guys fight for these Ws, it becomes more important towards the end because these guys are fighting for just over $50,000 for the end of that year. Again, first place taking home $30,000, second place with $15,000, and to round it out, third place with $6,000 divided amongst the members of each of those teams. And let's take a look at the current standings.
Indeed, we got Item with Team Storm at the head of the pack, taking first place from Team Inferno and Punk last week. Then we got Nephew again. Team Frost leapfrogged Gale. They were in 4th place. Now they're in 3rd place with another W. So if these 2 teams end up with the same record, it is heavily in Team Frost's favor, having the 2-0 head-to-head. And then 5th place, we got Justin Wong on Team Spirit, who we're about to see, as well as Toy rocking the Team Cycle down at 1 and 6.
As we're winding down, a couple more teams ready to go. Team Inferno with the rematch against Team Spirit, a very, very close one. Again, the last time they encountered each other, Team Inferno clutched out the win with that final game. And you see the team captain there, Punk, and team captain Justin Wong. I'm kind of considering who they're going to ban this time around, how the order is going to be, because as we wind down towards the final of Season 1, it gets more and more important to see how many wins you can get to keep yourself in the standings. And I know Team Spirit still has a couple more wins to climb up that ladder.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can see that despite the records being opposite, right? One team 5 and 2, the other 2 and 5. The matches and games won are not that far apart. Team Spirit has been in the hunt every single match, every single team battle they've been a part of. They've just come up short a lot of the time. Bryan F was able to alleviate that last week, put the team on his back, get him a W. And I know Justin Wong and Punk are going to be fighting for one right now. How about we go talk to them with our boy Rip?
How's it going, guys? I am here with, of course, the team captains. We've got Punk and Justin Wong. Always a pleasure to watch both of you guys care and go at each other. Last time around, you went ahead and banned Manat from their team, and you guys went ahead with the Rashid ban, I believe. Who would you like to ban this time, Punk?
Manat.
Running it back with the Manat. How about you, Justin?
You're so boring. We did the same. We banned Rashid.
Wow. Oh! No mix-up. Gotcha. Player order, Punk.
It would be Broly, JB, and myself.
All right, so Broly going to be kicking things off for you, then JB, then Punk. How about for you, Justin?
It's going to be good old Bryan F, my man Psycho, and then myself.
All right, so Justin Wong going to anchor, but Bryan F and Broly going to kick things off for us. Let's send it back to the desk.
I don't know what he was thinking, what Justin was thinking. He's like, why are you so boring? Yeah, we're going to stick to our old pick. It's fine.
You have to remember, Justin, number one, King of Lane. King of Lane. Number two, he always goes low. There's never a mix-up. It's always the no mix-up when it comes to Justin Wong. Rip God. It's okay. He hasn't played him in a lot of games. He doesn't
I got God too. I got to be honest. I'm right there with you, Rip. Don't worry about it. But I'll tell you what, we do have our player orders established too. We do have the team captain sitting by as anchor, and we're going to have, I believe it's going to be Broly Legs going up against Bryan F. So that's going to be the Chun-Li pick versus the Balrog pick, which we're going to get into straight away as soon as we get done with these quick commercials.
This is the path of my destiny. Dare you challenge the king? This is the path of my destiny.
Pleased to meet you.
We have Team Inferno versus Team Spirit standing by. We do have the player orders ready. We do have our character bands ready as well. And it's just about to go down. It's going to be the first team battle of week number 8 here at Street Fighter League. And it's going to be Broly Legs from Team Inferno going up against Bryan F for Team Spirit.
Indeed, and the last time we saw Team Inferno play, Punk actually took the Chun-Li pick for himself because his Karen was banned out by Team Storm. He ended up facing Idom with it, who finally got to let his Laura loose, and the Chun-Li just couldn't get the job done. We'll see if Broly, who is normally the Chun-Li player on this squad, is going to be going up against Bryan F and the Balrog, his signature character, as Team Inferno chose to ban out the Manal once again.
Just kind of refresh your memory. The last time these two encountered each other, I mentioned that Broly Legs and Bryan F have encountered each other online a multitude of times, and the last time I saw, we actually had a package where Broly Legs took down Bryan F online.
So you see, we are in an offline environment now. Bryan F, of course, already working. Broly Legs to the corner here. Now the Chun-Li trapped up. Nice poke back, but he feed skills through the fireball, reading what Broly Legs is going to do immediately. Get his face. Oh, he tried for the roundhouse and the pressure afterwards. EX Legs and get her out of the corner.
That was so smart, using that V-skill to just switch sides against Bryan F. He doesn't want to get pushed in that corner once again. Now Broly Legs kind of taking the offensive. But no, backs off immediately afterwards.
Yeah, bro, he likes has his V-trigger available. You gotta watch out for that slide. Ooh, caught him flinching. Watch your legs. He is on Justin Wong's team. Taking after the captain, going low. Are we gonna go high this time? Oh,
No,
just
it's a
straight
throw.
throw. Bryan F playing no games, keeping it nice and compact. Take down the Choli in the first round.
We both definitely blocked, by the way.
Yeah, I got thrown.
And I like that use of Brawler Legs jumping in with the jump roundhouse early to kind of clip ball out early as well to give Bryan F a harder time trying to anti-air. Oh my.
He's -2. Bryan F just decides to swing with the roundhouse, and now he gets another counter hit.
That's a stun!
Oh, yes! Bryan F is so good at calculating when the back throw is going to stun. That's going to be the end of Broly Legs in the first game, too. Incredible start for Bryan F. Well calculated, Ryan. Went with the roundhouse after the -2. Figured Broly would try to do something. Thought he would respect the spinning bird, but unnecessary. Bryan F just duffs him. No words being said.
Now I kind of wonder how Brawly Legs is going to respond on defense this time around. If he's going to be more liberal with his meter as he wakes up. With that EX spinning bird kick at his disposal, a lot of his offensive maneuvers revolve around his EX legs, actually. Sometimes he'll just fire it away to get his chance back. Ooh, stopping the startup on that stand roundhouse against Brawly Legs. Again, the last time these guys fought each other a couple weeks prior, Bryan F did take down Brawly Legs.
Yeah, absolutely. Bryan F looking for a repeat performance here. Oh my goodness, incredible spacing. Able to sweep the air legs. This is all Bryan F now. And one more throw to get the job done. One round away from taking the first match.
Immaculate spacing, great awareness there from Bryan F going for the dash swing low against the air legs. Ridiculous amounts of focus there from Bryan F.
Yeah, he talked about it last week, right? If he wants to bring Team Spirit up, he's got to keep playing on an elite level.
Same can be said for Brawler Legs and team, because again, they just got knocked down to that second place. They can't let any more games slip away from him.
Double dash forward. Brawly Legs not checking the dash once again. Bryan F, yes, of course. After the double dash, he just sets him up with one dash in a roundhouse. Brawly Legs gonna SBK, get him off.
And there it is, yeah, firing away, using that meter, but both V-triggers ready. Bryan activates his.
Oh, reversal EX Legs again.
There it is, yeah, crouch strong, a common activation route as well.
Oh, not flinching that time, and pokes back, checks the dash. Brawly Legs close to taking his first round and does with the forward throw. Very well done.
Nice work there from Brawly Legs, taking that round back away from Bryan F, hanging in there, just trying to survive.
Yeah, start checking the dashes effectively. Now we got a tick throw on his side. Clean anti-air.
Just a slight delay there, deliberate delay, got the crouch strong, counter hit.
See, Broly ain't trying to poke back now, respecting the frame traps of Balrog.
Normal V's go right out. V reversal push away from Bryan F. Doesn't want to be in that space for a crush counter. Does eat the first throw. How many more?
Oh,
No follow through.
Yeah. Drop combo from Bryan F. Drop punish. Oh, again, the V skill to the fireball. Oh, and then catches him reaching. Can't quite finish the job just yet. Keep it nice and safe. He does get clipped by the EX Legs.
V-trigger on deck. You saw Brawly Legs go for the crouch strong. He did it again, and Bryan was ready for it the second time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use it.
That's exactly what Bryan was looking for, right? The slide into V-trigger activation, a very common route, as you mentioned, with Chun-Li. And he just managed to get that spacing perfect, right? Step back a little bit, whiff punish. He only needed a pixel of health, didn't do anything fancy, just stayed solid. And Bryan F going to put Team Spirit in the lead here in this team battle.
That is 2 whole matches won for Bryan F. He's going to move to the back of the queue for Team Spirit. Next up is the runner of Psycho using Nikali going up against JB's Rashid.
Oh, but Rashid got banned. Don't forget.
Oh, yeah, that's absolutely correct. Who is he going to use this time? They're sticking true to the lame strategy. Justin Wong was like, no, we're gonna ban Rashid again. So the last time they played, actually, he used Birdie. This is where I made that bet with Tasty Steve. Don't you forget it. I actually put my hand out. I was like, Steve, I bet you anything he's going to pick Birdie. He's like, all right, bet. And then he shook my hand. As to what we bet for, I have no idea.
Okay, well, you want to know why you won? It's because you go to your locals. You've seen JB at WNF play the Birdie, experiment with it. My man Tasty Steve. Nowhere to be found at WNF nowadays.
Well, to be
Didn't
fair,
know.
also, JB did experiment with Nash as well. A couple of weeks ago, actually, when he got his Rashid banned, he went for that Nash pick. I'm kind of curious to see who else he has under his belt, right? He has a good amount of experience with the game. He understands the mechanics to a great multitude of understanding.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm curious. Maybe the birdie pick can be enough.
I've seen
for
him
Nikali.
practice G as well, but that's mainly for Geef and like grapplers. I don't think he's going to bring it out here. I think the birdie is more likely. Birdie, of course, with a strong V trigger too, just big buttons in general. If you have a solid Street Fighter game, you're going to play birdie effectively. I think that's what he's going to rely on here in this next game.
Yeah, that character's been the topic of discussion this time around in the current meta of Street Fighter V, right? Just being kind of altered with that V trigger too. He's been much more of a nuisance. We see him more often in the Capcom Pro Tour. So when you look at the other teams as well when it comes to secondaries, Birdie has been the choice that majority of these players gravitate towards.
Yeah. Birdie time. What a great name for that V trigger. Ever since it's come out, it's been birdie time.
Yeah.
Or ever since the buff, I should say.
Yeah, that makes sense, right? When you activate, hey, guess what? It's birdie time.
Yeah. So yeah, and what that V trigger makes Birdie so deadly about is like the fact that he gets to use these big tools, right? Like he gets Bullhead and Withstand Fears, and he makes them safe by canceling a V trigger too. Or he gets a huge reward if they hit.
Yeah, hit or block, he's still dangerous. If it hits, he gets to extend the combo, leads up to another Oki situation. If the opponent blocks, he's still only -2. He's not going to get punished. It's a true block string as well as that, but he's still in your face. Oh, I like that. I flinched. I thought it was going to be a command grab, JB. Much smarter. Ooh.
Yeah, commit to the Bullhead there. It's going to get him punished. Oh, no. What in the world? He ended up having to block that. Thought he was going to be able to punish on the way down. Not going to happen. JB does have V-Trigger 2 on deck. He's just going to pop it raw. Oh, no, anti-air. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. The stand fears. It is not Birdie's turn after that.
Yeah, JB did go for the jump out. Popped him midway through. Psycho with the activation.
Oh, he's definitely going to be happy about this position he's in. One throw, and that's all he needed. Psycho takes the first round.
It was a very smart choice because the last time Psycho approached on that knockdown was with stand short. And maybe JB anticipated the first normal to come out and then make his move.
For sure.
But Psycho instead went for the throw instead. Definitely said instead twice in that sense, really quickly. You know, things happen. It really does.
The Street Fighter League, baby.
Yeah, nice V-skill right there. He's just trying to build that meter. And it's kind of risky a little. Well, not that risky, right? JB was in range for the stand fears, but that's not the case here.
Oh, yeah, JB not confirming that stand medium punch. Just goes into a stand jab after, and that's going to open the door for Psycho. We got one command grab. Oh, anti-air V-Trigger 2. Tries to combo it a little bit too late. Oh. The stand jab anti-air actually whiffed. Now Psycho has control in the corner here. JB does have V-Trigger 2 activated. You saw he went with something big, tried to get the momentum back, but it's not going to happen. Psycho keeps him caged in the corner and takes the first game.
Bryan F did mention something along the lines of a wake-up super.
Yeah.
I mean, JB definitely that kind of guy.
For sure.
I mean, it's so hard to tell if he was going to be that risky with that meter.
Now with JB down the game, gotta keep that in mind. Desperation could set in, just raw DPs the command grab, called out the throw hard.
So many steps ahead is Psycho. I can't believe the jab DP just going past that throw because it's invulnerable throws.
Oh, just out of range. Again, just dashing up and hitting lights in his face, not going with tick grabs or anything like that.
Using that time freeze there with the activation to easily get that anti-air against JB. Back-to-back V-skills, 2 dashes up to close the gap. Check your legs.
I'm trying to believe with the crouch jabs, but Psycho gives him the distance. Nice crouch strong, always a reliable anti-air.
Double hit. Oh, okay, yeah, no check there from Psycho because he was well aware of the V-Trigger 2.
EX command throw into regular DP. That's going to put Psycho on game point.
Round 2.
Dominance here from Psycho's Nikali so far against JB. JB hasn't found the answer, and he doesn't have any meter to start this round off. He's going to be in a really, really tough situation coming up.
I like that. Yeah, he's trying to bullhead in response to these V-skills from Nikali. I would like to see maybe a V-skill of his own, like the can or something like that. It's whipped. Oh, just dash up in his face. Yes, command throw.
Psycho's doing such a great job mixing up his options on offense. And JB finding that opening, trying to make it count. But back into this corner, again, very familiar situation for Psycho.
Again, the EX just letting it rip, build some V-skill as well. Oh, he's going to be in V-trigger range now after eating that V-skill from Nikali. Both players.
Activation. Yeah, Psycho also has his activation as well. Big time damage.
Off a stand fierce, and he gets the Oki after EXDP. Not gonna eat
medium
this
kick.
throw. Oh, good recognition from JB right there, using the arm to blow through that block string. Well done.
Final round.
JB again at a resource deficit going into this potentially final round for him. This is match point for Psycho. Wasn't sure if the punish. He did get the straight hit, crouch strong.
Yeah, JB just in range for that sweep. Psycho trying to walk back. Both players playing careful now. JB knows he's on the verge of elimination.
Look at how much V gauge Psycho's building right now.
Yeah, crouch strong all day. Oh, Psycho finally checking the dash there.
Activate? No.
Yeah, and JB, I think, got caught off guard with him committing to that target combo. EX Dolphin dive here. Now he puts out the can. I like this from JB. Oh no, but he gets clipped by the jump fierce.
High up there. That jump fierce is...
Yeah, it's a problem.
It's a really lengthy hitbox, and it adjusts his hurtbox. Oh boy.
Oh, JB looks so good, but you let Macaulay take his turn one time and it's all over. Everybody's staying calm so far. Everybody's staying calm.
You heard Bryan F. You know what you got to do, Justin. It's up to you. It's going to be captain on captain warfare. That's what it is.
Yeah, and as long as Justin clutches it out, then that will be a clean sweep for Team Spirit.
That's the magic word for Justin Wong. Clutch it out. I'm telling you, he's been in this situation before. Can he actually get the full sweep in this run back against Punk and the Infernos? I really like that. It's like a band name.
Yeah, Punk and the Infernos. Let's take a quick replay at JB, who fell on Team Inferno, to Psycho on Team Spirit. Got the EX command grab. I mean, Psycho did such a good job of really, varying his offense up. We got, that's so good for Birdie. He just wakes up with the EXDP though, puts an end to that Oki situation. JP wasn't looking to bait it. That was really smart by JB as well. EX Dolphin died to get right back in there. Psycho had his V-trigger at this point. You know he wants to activate the big jump in.
Gosh. You know, Psycho just understands. He has a great understanding of like another player's sense of urgency
Yeah.
when they really want to close it out. That's when he lets the uppercuts rip. And I've mentioned that time and time again, where he's so successfully negated that momentum and took it in his favor, where he would EXDP and just completely change the shift the tide.
That was just literally one wrong read from JB at the end, right? Like, he put the can down, he thought he would respect it, he would be able to dash forward. When he dashed forward, that's exactly when Psycho jumped, hit him with the stand or the jump fierce. I think the crouch strong just wasn't fast enough to anti-air at that point, and I mean, he rode the momentum for there. And we're getting the Karen mirror, because Karen is still on the table, of course. Team Spirit banning Rashid and Team Inferno banning Manat.
See, I did mention this before. When we see Justin Wong pick Karen, it's something entirely different. We're so used to the turtle style. And no, you know, we might actually see it a little bit more. Oh my gosh.
Right,
Stand strong, buffer. No, that was a whiff punish on a very difficult move to whiff punish.
Yeah,
medium kick.
Incredible stuff already.
Yeah, both players can play that reactive style, but Punk, he's just so active. His presence is so great when you're moving forward. You don't want to be in his limbs to kind of like get whiff punished in that range of the limbs.
I love both players going with the Karen color that matches the team they represent as well. Got the red for Punk, the blue for Justin. Oh, the low forward counter hit. Didn't confirm it at EX Tenko though. V-skill from long distance, one of our best long range options.
And speaking of, that roundhouse is another great tool. Justin Wong can let that rip. Again, there it is. The sweep into the V-trigger, looking for that activation, firing right back is Punk. Oh, just caught him midway through? Okay, wasn't sure of it.
Yeah, didn't think he would commit to something after that block low forward. Punk got caught slipping, but it's alright. He gets the back throw, takes the screen position for himself. Back up, can't quite whip punish Justin fishing with that crouch medium punch yet.
Yeah, and that's one of the changes in Season 4 for Karen, being able to back up is significantly faster. They reduced the recovery frames on that. Nice use of the V-skill there, chasing him down. Punk getting thrown. 16 seconds left on the clock already.
Gets the low forward.
Oh, it was too far out. He couldn't get the Mujin just like Justin did. Orochi, he's not going to let it flail. He was going to end it right then and there.
Great stuff from Justin right there. Yeah, just the second hit of the kicks couldn't quite connect. Then allow Punk to go into Super or the EX, which is probably what he would have done.
Ooh. Oh, I like that from Punk. Knowing Punk and how we've been watching him every single year, he would snipe that low forward and confirm into Tenko time after time. He has a whole highlight clip of how many times he's caught people low.
Oh, crouch first anti-air as well, and kind of does a fake shimmy, just goes in for the throw. Oh, the whip punish on the sweep! That is Punk right there.
And Justin not phased at all, immediately firing with the EX for Senha. Okay, Justin is looking for his activation as well.
I was gonna say, you gotta watch out for the stand roundhouse, the crouch roundhouse.
There it is, crush counter, side switch, you bet.
Oh, doesn't confirm it.
Oh, but he gets it this time, and oh, he finally got that Rekka to land and followed through with it. Good eye from Justin.
Yeah, didn't have super to cancel into it any further.
All right, now no threat of V-trigger left for Punk. However, Justin might have enough.
Oh, he caught him flinching. Ooh. Oh, and that's your whole health bar for flinching. Take it back to grade school.
Sets it up for a very unique situation now. Punk, huge deficit in that bottom left corner of your screen there. There's no critical art left. Justin Wong, if he lands a hit, he can deal a ton of damage. Push back Karen if necessary. If he goes for the EX Orochi route, okay. Not going to spend the bar to continue the combo.
Big chillin' right now, has plenty of bar on deck. He can make Punk pay for any low forward he eats. It's going to be huge damage.
Ooh, Justin not pressing a button
yeah,
at
Punk,
all.
As we all know, whiff throws in Street Fighter V are +2. Oh, Justin gets clipped though.
He's just out of range. Punk is just out of range of that low forward. Justin just
I love that.
Apart.
The way Punk instills the fear in his opponent that allows him to micro walk up and throw. So good. Again, the stand medium kick, also one of our longer range buttons. He can activate V-trigger off of it as well.
Ooh, my goodness. No activation off of that. Just letting it rock, that V-skill. It's going to be off of a heavy button. It might be another sweep from Justin Wong. Might catch Punk off guard. Yeah, that's the sweep. He has to make it safe after. Nice he jumped out. Back up. V-reversal instead. Interesting.
Stop playing that record game with Justin. He's gotten caught slipping a couple of times. Look at this, 30 seconds on the clock. How much life?
Critical.
Both players had a lot of life until the super happened. Such a slow-paced game.
Oh my gosh, he's bleeding. But it was even better, 20 seconds left on the clock. Oh, he got caught backing up. The backdash again from Justin Wong. 13 seconds left to go. But one solid combo from Punk with 2 bars. That's going to catch him up. That might be. He dropped it. No, it's a reset. It's a reset.
We're draw from Punk, 5 seconds on the clock.
That's
He's
it.
going to take the lead. Oh, he tried the backdash. He
That's
gets
just enough.
0 seconds.
Justin Wong gets the back throw.
Oh, man. Doing it for the blue squad. The marathon continues.
Fight!
Yeah, you're right. That is such good Street Fighter.
That really
yeah,
was such good Street Fighter, man.
It's definitely some good Street Fighter. It's come down to the last final seconds each and every one of these rounds. This is some premier Karen play as well.
I mean, last round, 30 seconds on the clock, both players had like 70% life left. They're barely swinging. They know each other's whip punish game is so strong.
And it's a big piece of information from all you Karen players as well. Like, this is the amount of damage you can do in just such a short amount of time.
Great throw from Justin right there, anticipating the V-reversal from Punk.
You get one opening, it's just a gang of damage. Ugh.
Oh, again, he keeps getting clipped by the low forward in the Rekka. He's not respecting it.
And I like the idea, Justin Wong, even on the hit, he wanted to go for the elbow because he caught Punk backdashing. If Punk blocks the blocks the elbow, wait. Okay, that's it. Okay, wait. I'm going to hold that thought. Look, this is pretty much team battle point for Justin Wong. This is imperative for Team Inferno because if they fall right now, that's going to push an even bigger lead for Team Storm sitting at first place.
Precisely, yeah. Both Team Inferno and Team Storm have a 5-2 record right now, but Team Spirit looking to give Team Inferno their 3rd loss. Punk trying to prevent that. Has Justin in the corner already, respecting the buttons from Karen. Obviously, he knows this character well.
What a whiff punish on the roundhouse. A lot of recovery on that. Good awareness there from Justin Wong. Using the V-skill out of there.
Huge break from Punk right there. The crouch fierce whiffing.
Okay. Great rebuttal there from Punk. Caught the low. And you know, Justin Wong's trying to be a lot more active with the buttons, and he's seeing he's getting punished for it each and every time. He has to go back to the style he was playing initially. He's getting a little bit too antsy. We can kind of see it.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Nice in lane from both sides. Not wanting to press the button. And the first button they press, stand medium kick. Doesn't even give him a combo, right? It's just a great range button. Nice and compact, keeping it safe.
Nice. Played nice and tight with that medium kick. Again, great poking tool to control the neutral.
Justin, still golden. Oh, but he gets thrown again. Punk just knows that spacing. Oh, catches the whiff on the roundhouse.
Take my throw? No, sir.
Waking up with buns right here. Oh, and he gets the counter hit. Punk was looking for Justin to throw him back like that. Thought Justin wanted the corner.
A little bit of V-trigger remaining for Justin Wong. Punk finds the activation.
Oh, yeah, we got clipped trying to press something as he landed as well. And get the knockdown for Punk here, but yeah, the back tech gonna give Justin some space.
Running out of V-trigger as well from both ends. Plus frames.
Oh. He respects it. He knows his character.
Uh-oh. Good check after the Rekka.
Dangerous whiff at this point. Punk can definitely die to a critical art.
He got the throw, and Punk is staying in there.
Bring it back.
Whew.
Bring it back. Got this. Got this. All you gotta do is take this one out, dude. You got this team.
Oh, you hear that from Broly, saying Justin is the biggest obstacle.
It's just so fast.
I know.
Yeah, they're talking about it, right? The micro walks from Punk, slowly inching towards his opponent.
You know it's a big deal when Justin's saying it's just so fast.
Yeah.
Like the biggest defensive monster here in Street Fighter League, and he's saying it's so fast. Woo! Finally got the opener. The first solid combo we've seen so far.
Yeah, I would say Justin not known for his combo.
Just off of crouch strong, right? Most of the time it's blocked in that range, but he did find that opener. Getting himself a standard B&B with Karen. Oh, and the low forward. That's what I'm talking about. Most of the damage comes from these stray hits from Punk.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a big punch. Justin doesn't activate the V-trigger. He might not have had it yet until he incurred that first amount of damage, and now he baits out the EXDP. Huge punish on the side of Punk. And for the reset back throw. Match point.
Fuel to the fire. Punk is starting to get that engine running. Opener, yes sir. Very, very active crouch strong at that. EX% out does find the mark, this time on Punk's behalf. Woo, exchange of normals there. The roundhouse clips.
Caught him flinching, got him low with the crouch medium punch. I'm just gonna activate that V trigger now. Has his active. You know Punk's gonna be looking for his. Oh, he doesn't actually punish the sweep. It just goes right in with the wreck of the plus frames.
Oh, nice call there. Yeah, way to find the gap in medium kick anyway. I like that.
Just stay in medium kick. Knew he was gonna go with the records afterwards. Oh, blocks in time. You see the micro walk backs in the block from Punk.
Oh, and he got caught after the juggle, and Punk is gonna take out Justin Wong.
Yeah, there's a couple of times in that set actually where Justin came down from a tight situation and ended up getting clipped.
Breathe, alright, breathe. Good stuff.
Broly telling the man to breathe as we get some words of encouragement for Team Inferno. It's all on Punk's back right now, right? JB and Broly Legs have both lost, so now Punk's got to go through the entire gauntlet. He's already defeated the captain, Justin Wong. And you heard Broly in the pre-match hype. He was saying, as long as you get past Justin, you got the entire set.
Is that going to come to fruition? Who knows? We do have Bryan F up next, but let's take a look at how it all went down between Punk and Justin. It was down to the final seconds in this first game, right? Justin Wong with a clutch back throw as the time over victory, as we can expect from the likes of Justin.
Yeah, for sure. And then again, right, the tech situation gets counter hit right here from Punk. He's coming down from a random spot, trying to scramble out. And it's weird because,
that was pivotal. Again, those are one of the signs that Justin was starting to get a little anxious.
Yeah.
It was starting to kick in, and Punk understood. He's like, you know, this is the time to kind of test Justin Wong's defense even more. I'm just inching my way forward towards his victory.
And see, again, the weird situation where like he anti-airs and he takes in front of him. Justin got caught pressing the button multiple times there, and Punk converts for a full CA and the punish and the victory. So well done. He's got to go through two more players, Psycho and Bryan F. He's got to go through Bryan F first, the Balrog up against that Karen.
Maximum potential there coming out of Punk using that Karen. Now, the early stages of Street Fighter League, he was messing around with other characters, despite not actually being banned.
Yes.
there were cases where JB was the ban target, but he still went with other characters like Colleen, with Cammy. There was times where he fought Team Storm and he mashed DP with Cammy. We definitely saw that as a highlight.
Whatever he feels is the strongest matchup option, right? Against the entire team is what he'll go with. We've seen multiple characters, and you know that's Punk for you right there, baby. Setting up his punishes all day. Just press his buttons at a range where you think you can take your turn, and then you can't. Oh, see, that's why Bryan immediately made that adjustment, right? He goes with the stand fierce.
But again, you're whiffing normals in front of Punk. He's gonna be that guy to whiff punish it 9 times out of 10.
Ooh, all right, EX sweep as Punk
That
tries
was
to
a
approach.
meaty roundhouse. You see that? He was allowed to press another heavy button afterwards? Ridiculous.
Oh, catches him with the low forward and the confirms all day, every day. Punk catches him in the corner, trying to score him out, and that's going to be the first round.
Textbook Punk. It's like playing against the CPU. Max difficulty CPU. They just know when you feel like moving, they'll acknowledge a hit in like a millisecond.
Yeah, instant hit recognition. Oh, and an EXDP. Punk knew Bryan was going to try to take his turn back, calls out the dash.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's some CPU stuff right there. He's waiting for your response. It's a 0 or 1.
Waiting to read the input on your controller. Punk does have robotic tendencies when it comes to the whip punishes.
He's a machine. He's actually a machine. Okay.
Nice, the micro walk forward into the block. Oh, but it gets clipped this time. EX rush punch.
Oh, the whiff punish. Best believe Punk has that on deck.
That was sweet.
With the fears to do it as well. Activation route, yes sir. Oh, that could have been big time damage for Bryan F. Had he went through with it. The commitment.
EX? Yes, that's
He's making him bleed. He's making him bleed.
Bryan F. makes sure that V-Trigger activation pays off, had one bar, just what he needed to take the round. Now Punk, though, fully loaded in terms of meter here. Gotta be careful. There it is again, the walk forward and the throw. He's so good at just inching his way around the screen, whether it be back or forward. Look at that.
Ooh.
The walk back into the walk forward throw, not even trying to be.
And I like how Punk just lets Bryan F. kind of walk towards him as well. It's like, I want to see when you're going to whiff these gnomes. I'm going to walk in and out of your space. I'm going to abuse my walk speed so that I can whiff punish you even more. Now you see Bryan F. responding, keeping it tight, right? He's not going to let anything whiff. He's going to get a little bit closer, throw out the buttons. Punk needs to adapt now. He's going to start counter poking. You see the stand short. It's coming to fruition here.
He's done such a good job switching the normals that he harasses with. Back-to-back roundhouses, though. Punk showing a lot of respect to Bryan F.
Yep, keeping it a lot tighter now. V reversal's out. Punk needs to start taking his countermeasures, side switching, backing off.
Throw. Cashed out a lot of great damage. Oh, with the EX rush punch back in his face, tries to bait a throw, doesn't give it to him. Oh, give it to him there. V reversal again. Every time Punk has been on the defensive, he goes with the V reversal, and every low forward is confirmed. Game 1.
So much damage.
How's every low forward confirmed, man? He's a machine.
We're doing fine. Follow match.
When you have an EX bar, you should notice his walk patterns because you're catching him when he walks back and then he walks forward.
Yeah.
So just notice because you get that EX dash.
That's a very valid point.
Yeah, that definitely happened a few times, right? Since Punk likes to inch his way around the screen, a lot of the time it is going forward. And sometimes Bryan's pressing these buttons or specials that are too slow to catch him, but that EX rush punch has nailed him a couple of times already.
Fight!
Now the question is, how is he even going to get to that position? Right? How is he going to place him in such an advantageous position to get this meter and still apply this pressure against Punk? Because once it comes down to this beginning of the match, it's just so hard to build his resources without actually getting hit. Look at this, Balrog just getting smoked.
Whiff punish, man. Oh, try for the overhead. Oh, but Punk was ready. He thought it was his turn because he knocked him out of the overhead. Oh, doesn't punish the whiff throw.
He's just reading the inputs over and over again.
Yeah,
Nice
jab
shot on the
confirmed.
dash. Yes, sir. Punk with very, very minimal risks taken out of that sequence. Just waiting for the dash, any sort of movement, checking with the crouch jab. Went through with the counter hit into the tanko.
Calm walking forward again. Ooh. Rare, non-confirmed, low forward, and then he makes up for it immediately. Side switch as well. Oh,
Slight glitch in the system is what it was.
Great whip push on the side of Bryan F now, but he tries to get cheeky with the stand reset. Punk ready for it.
That's it, yeah.
Confirmed. And man, just like that, Punk has tied up this team battle, making it look easy up against Justin Wong and Bryan F. Now it's going to be Psycho left for Team Spirit as Punk tries to keep Team Inferno up in the upper echelon of standings, right? They're currently number 2, tied overall when it comes to the record with Team Storm, but the head-to-head is in Team Storm, or it's actually 1-1 as well.
That's right, yeah.
It's
There's
really
going to be a lot more
to matches in games won when it comes to these two teams. As long as Punk defeats Psycho, right? If Punk drops the Psycho, then Team Storm will have a clear first place, right? They will have the overall record better than any other team here in SFL up to this point. Because Psycho can get the job done. He's going to be bringing out the Necalli. It's going to be tough against Punk, right? Like Necalli obviously doesn't have the range to contend with Karen when it comes to like just the ground game. And I feel like Punk has that intuition. He knows when the opponent wants to press buttons. Like no matter who it is, right? Whether it's Johnny Donuts or Tokido, he knows when you want to press buttons. So it's going to be a good one.
One thing I do have to mention when it comes to Necalli, especially with Psycho, he picks really great spots to jump in at Karen because she has those specific angles where she can't anti-air you correctly. Stand Fierce, it's a great tool from further out. Yes. Crouch Fierce hits you in a certain angle, but it's still like directly over her head, can't do it. So if Psycho understands where the opening is, if Punk gets him that close, maybe he could throw in a couple jumps here and there. Granted, if Karen has the meter, she has to spend that resource to anti-air. But that's one of the things that you can point out in this matchup is when is Psycho going to mix it up into the jumps, how often he's going to get the command grabs going, and how is he going to break down Punk's active defense.
And I feel like Necalli has such a strong tool set when it comes to that against like every Karen except for Punk, right? Because Punk's reactions are so good that I feel like he's always going to pick the right anti-air to get the job done. But we shall see. Psycho could throw him off his game.
And one thing to mention is the V-skill usage, right? Since Punk is hovering around, standing, going back and forth, he has to check with that crouch guard. You see it's a lot slower on the approach. Crouching, moving up, micro-stepping. Oh, but still you got to worry about the whiff punishes. Again, you can't whiff normals in front of him.
Oh, we're trying to get him on the bait. V-trigger 2 for Punk this time around as well.
Oh, don't fall under that pressure.
Psycho, I think, tried to set the tone early. Didn't think Punk would already be baiting, but look at the walk speed on this character and the way Punk utilizes it.
Round 2. Fight.
Already establishing his dominance here in the first round of the very first game. Keeping it nice, solid. He still confirms it.
Yeah. I think that was just a straight up buffer. The Stand Fierce, that is.
No, yeah, you're right.
Oh, he gets under him as well. Crouch medium punch. Doesn't quite have super yet, so is he going to go for some reset? No, just gets the knockdown.
Yeah, a lot of corner carry off that. Oh, he tried to get fancy. He did have the confirm and the kill off those 2 stand shorts had he gone into the Tenko option, but he's playing with his food now. Don't do it to him.
All right, Psycho has the corner. Oh, he's respecting the Waco DP, though. You can see how much fear in his heart when facing Punk.
Oh. I understand why. But Punk keeping it cool.
Yeah.
And that is 100% love. He thinks this is at home.
He was 2 steps ahead. He was trying to get some sort of reaction out of Punk, but Punk wasn't going to give it to him. He has to earn his respect first. That's the thing, right? If you get him in that situation first, then he'll start responding to it. He has to see it to believe it.
That's the thing with Punk, right? He's rarely a player that flinches or anything like that. He almost always reacts. In a situation like that where you try for some funky reset where you like side switching and then jump, he's not going to reach. He's not going to throw. If anything, you're going to get an anti-air. Right there, he just takes the block, keeps it nice and safe, and it's 1-0. He is now very much closing in on Team Battle Point. Oh man, I'm surprised he didn't really punish that, but we got the Stand Fierce confirm again.
You read your mind.
Yeah, get off to me. I appreciate that, Victor.
Back throw, side switch here from Psycho here. Oh,
he tried to put him back in the corner, but Punk knew that's what he was going to want. Universe as well, get the knockdown, get the throws going, cash out that gray life. One more for him. Oh, he backdashed. That avoided the throw. Punk, though, able to recover in time to not eat that bullet.
Oh, what a buffer there from Psycho. Punk ran into it. EX% out. There it is.
Psycho just using that enhanced Nikali backdash. Get out of there.
Spent bar to kind of catch him off guard. Not enough.
That's not a combo, though, yeah. Just the EX Tommy. Stand resetting him afterwards.
Uh-oh, if Punk catches Psycho overextending, oh boy, that's what I'm talking about. Now, that's the thing Brawley said. He's like, he likes to dash around. Be mindful of that. Did catch the first round of game 2 doing that strategy.
I like the way Psycho utilized his dash there, though. He walked back a little bit to make Punk think he had to come forward, and then he dashed in. That quick dash with the enhanced Nikali. Crush counter on the Fierce.
Yeah, that active crouch Fierce really staying out there for quite some time. V reversal's out, doesn't want to be involved in this corner pressure against Psycho, letting it rip after it wasn't his turn, but he's stealing it back.
Yeah, that's exactly what that was for, right? The stand around house. Punk thought he was going to be able to take his turn. So those EXDPs are forward. They're utilized for that is a failed buffer.
Yeah, Punk using Karen's walk speed to kind of walk into those normals, but still walk and block at the same time. Ooh.
Yeah, Punk taking him to school right there. Psycho kept getting counter hit. 1 bar is all that's necessary.
Shop's open as well. Going into the restaurant.
Final round.
Table for 2.
Fight.
Roundhouse again. Not going to let it rip after that. It was pretty well spaced.
Just right at the edge of that hitbox as well.
Oh, no punish! A lot of damage left on the table. You know, Punk's going to be feeling good about that.
So it's definitely a lucky chance for Psycho. Does get this dive kick, but doesn't miss converting him off of it.
Yeah, I would love for Psycho to establish the dive kick game early. Oh, big jump in. Punk wasn't even expecting to hit. Finds the hit anyway. Confirms for the critical art.
Nice.
And that's going to be 2-0 over Psycho, and Punk completes the reverse OCV.
Just another day at the office.
Yeah, I know, the team is so solemn still. He just zipped up the jacket. He was like, yeah, reverse OCV. You already know how I do. That's why. That's what happens when I get my Karen.
You know how serious he took it when he didn't have anything to say afterwards. Like post-game, majority of the weeks, he was just like, see, I told you guys weren't going to beat me. Or something along the lines of that, right? He's just going to talk a little of that mental game. But you could tell there was a lot of sweat. There was a lot of pressure on Punk's mental, right? It was just so close.
I feel like he's still thinking about last week's loss to Team Storm, right? Last week's loss to Item. If you guys tuned in, he talked about how he beats Item's Laura all the time with Chun-Li. Item said, nah, you only beat me with Karen, and Item pulled out the victory again. So that might still be weighing on Punk a little bit, as he is a little bit more like downtrodden than usual, right? Even with the victory, even with the reverse OCV, he's a little bit more jovial. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm curious I'm really kind of want to know how their teammates are feeling after such a big relief, having Punk clutch it out. And you know, it's Punk we're talking about here. It was kind of expected, but as to how close it came, you know, Broly Legs and JB were really feeling it. They were really feeling that pressure. But again, these guys surviving. These guys are in second place still. They almost had a significant gap increased against Storm, but that final victory over Team Spirit, that's going to keep also Justin in 5th place, if I'm not mistaken. They still have more weeks to kind of climb up the ranks, but it's getting pretty close to the end.
Yeah, and then again, the 3rd spot is where you get paid, right? And then the top 2 teams are guaranteed to come back for Season 2 of SFL. So that's where you want to be. You want to be in that top 2 for sure. And then the 3rd place also gets some money as well. So being in that 4th, 5th, and 6th spot, that's definitely going to be weighing on the soul. But we'll see what's weighing on Punk's soul. I think we're going to go to Rip for the interview in just a minute. But before that, I want to ask you, since Punk managed to clutch it out, and you talked about JB and Broly being a part of it, but falling by the wayside, how do you think that affects them going forward? Do you think they feel better about the reverse OCV, or you think they're like, we got to pull some more weight?
You know, just getting another win under their belt and at least securing that spot in 2nd place, it has to be a lot of weight off their shoulders, but it also is a great wake-up call. It's like, you know what, we can't have it that close anymore. As we're winding down to like the next couple of weeks, that's going to be the end of Season 1, right? So we need to start getting these W's, really figuring out what we're going to do going forward with the player placement, the set order, right, and the character bans going forward, because they have to play a lot of other teams left. So they really have to consider what they were doing wrong, how they need to improve, how to make it so that the gap isn't further increased, as Team Storm still has to play this week.
Yeah. and take some pressure off of Punk as well, right? So we're going to find out how Team Inferno feels about that last match as we go to Rip and the team.
Alrighty, I am here with the winners. Team Inferno, Punk with the reverse OCV. You know, you and Justin were both the anchors in that situation. It was a little bit scary. How did you feel? How did you pull it out?
You know, I feel like every match came down to like the final 10 seconds, and I feel like I just kept getting the worst of the exchanges. So I'm like, the game just not letting me win today. But then, I don't know, I just somehow brought it back. You know, I just stayed composed, stayed calm, patient, and I don't know, I just pulled through.
I heard that you don't like playing in the Karen mirror match. Is that true?
No, I hate it.
Okay, see, so I've heard that, but every time I've seen you play Justin in the Karen mirror match, I feel like you've won. Is that true?
I don't think every time, but the way that me and Justin play, I don't mind the mirror. It's like the more aggressive, crazy Karens who really just trying to kill you in the first 20 seconds. And it's like, I mean, this mirror match is just random at that point because I have to play the same way now because my style is obviously not going to counter your crazy style. You know, your one hit to my one poke, you know, it's just not the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. You know, after you took out Justin, you know, I heard Broly say, like, you know, Justin's the one. Once you get past him, it's over. How did you feel after you got past Justin there, Broly?
I was pretty confident. I mean, they let Karen go, you know, and when Punk has Karen, it's the best player in the game. You know, not to say that they're not good players. They're all good players. We're all good players except for me. But you know, they did their thing. It was really close. I was kind of nervous, but you know, when you have Punk on your team, you expect a victory.
Pretty much, and you guys were holding on to that first place. It looks like you guys are really close, almost tied with Storm in the leaderboards right now. But with this victory, obviously, you guys are hanging on there. You guys in the top 3, top 4. So congratulations to you guys. Let's send it back to the desk.
I think he's a good player.
Me too, for sure.
I definitely think Broly is a good player. Come on, man.
Definitely holding it down on Team Punk, on Team Inferno. And Punk talked about his composure, and I really think that's one of the things that is most highlighted about him as a player. As we can see, Team Inferno at the top of the leaderboards once again, led by Punk, 6-2. Team Storm still has to play this week, right? So they do have a chance to leapfrog into first place once again. Then third place, we got Team Frost with Nephew, then Knuckle Dew on Team Gale. Both of those teams also having a similar record. Then Justin Wong and Toy rounding out Team Spirit and Team Psycho in 5th and 6th place.
In the meantime, we are going to get the next 2 teams to battle. Team Psycho, led by Toy, as we just mentioned, currently in 6th place. And then we have Team Gale, led by Knuckle Dew. You know, it's going to be... I hate to say it. I don't think Toy is going to be able to play his main character throughout the entirety of Street Fighter League. I mean, that's just how the cookie crumbles, really. It's been the main focal point against Team Psycho, hence why they have this current record. I mean, Just a Kid and Chakotay, they've been doing such great work. And on the other hand, Team Gale really pulling the weight in the character strategies according to the bans and the player-specific setups for who they want first and second, right? These guys are just the complete package. So we're going to see how Team Psycho tries to pull it out over Team Gale after this commercial.
Still my heart, and you stay the coming end.
Do you struggle to find happiness? Do you get the feeling there's something greater for you? There is.
Due to the citywide outbreak, you are advised to take shelter at the police station.
Anybody here?
I don't like the sound of that.
We're getting out of here. Leon!
My mission is to take down Umbrella's entire operation. They're secretly making bioweapons.
Count me in.
Available now for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Rated M for mature.
Welcome back, everybody, to Street Fighter League Pro US Season 1. My name is Vicious here with Ringe, and we're just about to continue our second team battle of the week. Again, we're getting closer and closer to that finale, and in the meantime, we do have a couple of teams still trying to claw their way up the standings to get within that top 3 range for that huge payout towards the end of the year.
Yeah, it's been a real close battle so far. The next match we're going to have is Team Psycho versus Team Gale. You can check out the head-to-head record so far. Of course, Team Gale coming away with the W beforehand. They also have the advantages in matches won and games won. But Team Gale is in a rough spot, right? Falling to Team Frost twice, having the same record as them. They're really going to need as many Ws as possible to ensure that they don't end up tied with Team Frost going forward. So it's going to be an interesting head-to-head, of course. Toy most likely going to get his Bison ban yet again. Still hasn't gotten to play his main character at all in the SFL round robin so far. And that's unfortunate, right? Chakotay and Just a Kid using Jury and Mika, you know, they've been pulling their weight, but they haven't been pulling the weight enough to warrant a ban on one of those characters.
It's super difficult too, right?
It's hard.
It's just like every single person here is a top tier killer, really.
Yeah.
These guys are such great competitors, and we actually have another one of those great competitors in line with Rip to kind of get his insight on who he thinks he should ban and who he should put forward in this player selection.
Alrighty, guys, I'm here with Up to Snuff, actually, and you know, this is a very interesting team because it seems like the bans are very common between the two, right? Usually you always see the Ibuki ban coming out to get Shine, or you usually get the Bison ban out there for Toy. How would you approach this matchup?
Yeah, I'd agree with part of that for sure. When you're going up against Team Gale, Ibuki is obviously a nightmare to deal with. Shine's won a ton of tournaments with Ibuki, very strong player. I agree with that strategy. I think banning out Team Psycho, you could go a couple different ways with it. Shakate or Chakotay and Just a Kid are both super high rank with their respective characters, but Toy's Bison is world class.
Yeah, I think if I'm correct, Shine and Toy have not got to play with their mains at all this entire season.
And it's for good reason, because they're incredible players, and you have to try to give your team the best chance of winning.
Exactly. Yeah, I just want to ask you really quickly about your team. Who usually does the decision-making there to decide who the ban is going to be, and how do you guys kind of finalize that process?
Yeah, it's about as democratic as you can imagine. So Nephew always sits down with us, and we think really hard about it. We all have a say in it. He asks us what we think our chances are of beating the stronger characters and the stronger players, and then we sort of work it out as a team. So it's super. We're all like working together. It's a very like unified process. It's cool.
Well, it's great to hear. We're going to see you guys coming up later today, but for now, let's send it on back to the desk.
Pretty solid insight there from Up to Snuff. And you know, he's the only person I feel like can match Rip's height on those kind of shots. These guys are actually very tall. Damn, he actually stood up. He's significantly taller than Rip. I didn't even know that. This guy's a giant. But on top of that, he's just a great intellect when it comes to the great Street Fighter minds, right? Not only in the game, but just how he wants to approach team battles. He has such a great understanding of how important the team dynamic is.
Yeah. I love that as democratic as possible answer, right? Him, Dual, Kevin, and Nephew have really shown they have a chemistry, right? I think a chemistry that not a lot of teams have shown as strong in this tournament so far in the SFL. So we're going to see how Team Frost progresses forward. I think because of their communication, because of them always talking, Dual Kevin's insights, Nephews, and Up to Snuff, I think they're going to go far in the tournament. But of course, they're going to be coming up later. Right now, we still got Team Gale, who Team Frost has beat twice already in the Street Fighter League, as well as Team Psycho. And it looks like Rip is ready to interview those teams right now.
Alrighty, I am here with the captains, and of course, both of you guys' teams have kind of been hit with the same bans repeated. Like Toy, you've never got to play your Bison. Shine over there has never got to play Ibuki. So I think it's going to be a little predictable here, but what you going to go with, Toy?
Definitely Ibuki.
Definitely the Ibuki ban coming out there. That's what I thought. Shine looking upset. How about from you, Knuckle Dew?
Definitely Bison.
And definitely the Bison ban once more. But of course, as I mentioned before, you're already doing pretty decently. Now I got to ask, you know, last time you guys did the same bans, didn't quite work out for your team. What are you going to do differently this time around?
Change the order and just, you know, hope that we match up the way that we're expecting to match up. So, but other than that, we're just going to play harder. I feel that over the past 8 weeks, my team has shown up and gotten better and better. I couldn't be more proud of them, you know. So we're just going to play better. We're going to play smarter, and we're going to win this.
All right. Well, best of luck. What is your play order going to be this time around, Toy?
It's going to be JK, Tay, myself.
All right, JK, Tay, and Taoi. And for you, Knuckle Duke?
It's going to be Shine, myself, and Rob.
Shine, Knuckle Duke, and Rob. All right, there you have the play orders. Let's send it on back to the desk.
And if you're wondering what JK means, he's talking about Just the Kid, a man who he's called his son multiple times over the SFL. Has really taken his teammates under his wing as captain of Team Psycho, right? You can hear him bigging up his teammates, right? Talking about how Chakotay and Just the Kid have been bringing the heat, but they've just been falling short time and time again. The confidence is still there for Toy. I like it. His Bison not going to be available, but he should be able to wrangle in a victory if his teammates can pull their weight.
Yeah, and I don't blame Rip kind of getting the name confused because it's been different almost each and every week, right? We did change Just the Kid to Just My Son because Punk got it over him. He stole him from the team. But anyways, we do have the character bans in place. We have the Ibuki ban pick from Team Psycho, taking away Shine's main character. And then we also have the Bison pick, again, targeting the team captain of Team Psycho. So we do have it established. We have the orders ready. They're about to get this team battle going after this commercial break.
This is the path of my destiny. Dare you challenge the king? This is the path of my destiny.
Pleased to meet you.
We're just about to get started with our second team battle of the week. We do have Team Psycho going up against Team Gale. That's right, it's going to be the 6th place team going up against the 4th place team currently in the standings. And you know, we're going to see how these two run it back because the last time they encountered each other, Team Gale went with the full 3-0 sweep.
And I feel like Team Gale has a little bit of sense of urgency now, right? They were in top 3 for quite a while. However, the second loss to Team Frost has put them in 4th place. They're out of that money contention as well as being quite a ways away from being a guaranteed return for Season 2. So we got Just the Kid going up first, up against Shine, actually. Okay. So we got Shine, of course, is Ibuki. Is banned, and he's going to go with the Jury Mirror on Just the Kid?
Yeah, so I thought, since he's been using Jury this entire time, I thought he would go with someone else since he got matched up with Just the Kid. But I think he's trying to future-proof himself so that he doesn't lock in to one other character that he may not be familiar with. Because again, if you're going to switch over from Jury from all these weeks and then switch it up last minute just for one person, I feel like it's not going to go in your favor statistically. So he's forced in this mirror match situation.
And again, one of his other characters, right, Karen, one of his old school characters, that is one of Rob TV's main characters as well. So he's not going to lock Rob TV out of that pick either. So he stays with the Jury.
This is going to be a huge statement, too. If Just a Kid happens to falter against Shine, man, that's going to be a huge mental and emotional blow.
I was going to say, it's a moral blow, right? Like, it's not even just the fact that you catch an L in the game. Oh, but he gets the frame trap. Oh, the air-to-air as well, catching Shine, trying to jump out of the corner. Keep him locked up.
Ooh. Just a Kid just in and out of that range against Shine. Shine took to the skies a couple times just trying to get the corner out, and Just a Kid couldn't really get a solid read, so he just decided to back off as well. But that's going to get Shine this momentum after the V-trigger activation, because he's going to take the throw a couple times. A lot of the times he's throwing out these normals to get this opener, using the Fuha Jins. Nice way to contest afterwards. Ooh, man! Pinwheel over the fireball. Big time punish.
Baited it out. That's going to be the end. Just a Kid definitely got the proper combo, especially with V-Trigger 1 activated to take down Shine's Jury.
Great awareness of the mirror match there, finding the opening and taking it completely away from Shine. That was just like 2 sequences.
Yeah. Got what he wanted, but could not actually contest the throw bait.
Okay, yeah, that's going to be a big time punch there. You might have anticipated the Fuha Jin fireball coming out from Shine.
Both players.
Oh, that was sick.
Simultaneous Jury strats.
Oh, and the air though, that was actually really cool.
V-Trigger is available for Just a Kid. Now going to pop it after the sequence. Oh, Shine able to recover from that throw attempt. Now getting punished. Now he's back into the corner though. Just the Kid puts on the fireball game. Try to catch him flinching. Not going to happen just yet.
Oh, I like that. Kind of teasing that walk under, walking right back with Shine with the defense. Oh, and even better, as soon as he gets that corner switch, he lets it rip with EX Pinwheel. Fishing with the stand fierce.
Oh, can't quite finish the job, but he gets the back throw. The long legs of Jury wrapping around the back of the neck. Ties up the first game.
Final round.
She really does have a cool throw animation.
Yeah, she does.
Back, yeah. Man, that's anti-air fierce. It hit from that far away. Okay, I see it.
Tremendous anti-air from Shine right there. Well, he's starting to find his confidence in the mirror.
4 stand strongs. Finally broke down the defense, and Shine is rewarded for his patience.
Yeah, that was such a good decision to finally pull out that low forward. Knew when Just a Kid was going to try to wiggle out.
All right, that's 1. So the last few times Shine had to play in this position, he didn't press any single button. He was waiting for a significant space to contest with stand jab, but still Shine going airborne.
Yo, Tay, I thought Shine made a Buki, bro. That's crazy.
Leave my dude alone, homie. You feel me though? You feel me though?
Charity match, charity match.
Legacy toy. Oh, he said charity match?
I don't know about all that. So look, Knuckle Dude did say you are beating him in neutral.
Yeah.
Once he gets impatient, he gets that life loss, right? Just a Kid tends to just go in, dash in, jump in, be prepared for that. And Rob TV covered that strategy. We're like, hey, yo, attention on me real quick.
Yeah, that was good. A good misdirection from Rob TV
like
right
that.
there.
He rolled high on deception.
Yeah, and most definitely did.
Ooh.
Good anti-air and Shine. Remember, Knuckle Dude talking about the jumps, already looking out for them. Proper anti-airs.
And it's even hard to kind of contest, right? He has the life lead. He's like, why are you going to take the air approach?
Yeah.
He's focused on the ground game again. All right, getting the position change. V-trigger on deck for both players.
Managed to avoid that pinwheel. Does take the charge fireball. Activates the V-trigger off that.
I like that setup. Yeah. Great block from Shine. He definitely does that himself. EX uppercut.
You gotta watch out. Ooh, Shine keeping it locked and loaded though. Oh, I was gonna say, he's been going to that, right? After he's been eating the jump ins, like blocking them, he's been EXDPing either after the jump in or after one normal. That's definitely been a habit Shine's had so far in SFL.
Gets throw. And initially after Just a Kid, the round opener went straight for the jump.
Again, though, establishing a huge life lead here in round 2.
Caught him trying to charge a kick. Spends one of the charges. Gets another throw. Way to interrupt with the button. Doesn't activate off the hit confirm. Instead, goes for the block string. Back again with the throw. Another one. Do it again. Oh, he found the gap, and he's gonna explode here. Trigger opening.
Block the overhead though, just the kid. Great punish. Doesn't catch him flinching. Shine knows he can survive a throw, but he can't survive a counter hit combo.
Ooh,
he can survive that one, excuse me.
Oh, you already know. Shine, we saw it before. We saw it 3 times in a row.
We tell you, 3 times in a row. We talked about it last round. That's definitely been one of Shine's tendencies.
Oh no, don't do him like that. Oh, you cut the oh, come on. That's rough. That's rough. He's not gonna get those dabs back. Whoops.
Shine though, taking his time. You can see controlling his breathing.
Ain't nothing to say, man. You don't stop talking to my kids over here. You feel me?
See my kids, toy, claiming him on his taxes.
Yeah,
trying to get those breaks. I understand.
Nice choice. Yeah, crouch fear is even better. And it's so hard to call some of Jury's buttons sometimes because they're all kicks primarily, except for the strong and the jab. I gotta be honest, man.
Y'all can't see it, but I'm nodding my head furious.
Yeah, stand fierce, that long arching leg into anytime they buffer, that's definitely the fierce, you know?
All right, he's gonna activate off that, keeping himself with the plus frames. Oh, goes over, yeah. Oh, Shine being a little bit more tamed about the EX pinwheels now. Oh!
I like that. Yeah, see, Just a Kid now throwing out the normals that he usually would let the Fuhajin rip the fireball, and now he's baiting Shine into pinwheeling on autopilot.
Yeah. Super smart adjustment from Just a Kid right there, taking advantage of Shine's tendencies.
I think it's the cartwheel instead. I think that's definitely the cartwheel.
Yeah.
Pinwheel is the upward one.
Yeah.
Boom, that's the cartwheel again. That's the pinwheel. There we go. We got it. We got it here. It's fine.
Jump over. Yeah, it was going to be a real tough angle to anti-air.
Just dashing up in his face. That's what Knuckle Dew was telling Shine to be aware of. If you're winning in the neutral, he's going to just dash up and coat his face. That's the first throw. No way.
So with the light kick and a pinwheel to CA, that's a lot of damage. Activates the V-trigger as well. Oh, trying to make Shine flinch, but a great medium kick has the V-trigger activated as well. Gets full combo afterwards.
Flinched with a hit.
Yeah.
Word.
Oh, long distance crouch medium punch, but no follow-up. Oh, the dash up throw puts him with the lead. He's going to try to chip him out. He's got full critical art. That's why Just a Kid avoided that meaty situation. Oh, to the other side. Works out for Shine greatly because he gets to hold on to his resources as well.
They both charged the V-skill at the same time. Just a Kid canceled his to kind of pose that threat, but Shine let it rip as soon as he saw it.
Oh, Shine gets the crush counter. Huge start to this round 3.
Not going to use the critical art extender. Just a Kid spending that bar for the activation of V-trigger. Back throw to get this momentum swing in his favor. Dashes up. Nice tech from Shine.
Oh, chases him down as well. No bite on the throw bait. Oh, he beat the flip kick like that. Gets the counter hit as well. Toy sounded off.
Oh, man. He's making sure all of his buttons work to get himself ready for the next game.
How to give it to y'all? There you go. There you go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. How to give it to you, man?
The thumbs up from Just a Kid to the cameras. Amazing performance by his jury. Great mental composure as well, right? Falling to Shine in the very first game in the mirror. The character that you're known to be the best at, falling to somebody else who's using it as a secondary could definitely be a moral blow, but nah, Just a Kid didn't let that get to him. Had the moral support of his teammates and clutched it out, as we can see more replays.
And there's a lot of adaptations being made from Just a Kid. Now, again, he does go for these common routes to kind of get this pressure going. You saw the low forward into the fireball. Shine started to notice that more and more, and so he's taking advantage of it using the cartwheel. But Just a Kid adapting to the rush down afterwards, after Shine's making those mistakes, has been really vital to his success. And what a roundhouse call!
Wild. And
that was insane.
Just caught Shine off guard, right? After that, he woke up pressing buttons. That's the type of situation where you end up falling into the scramble when you really don't want to. But, like, you see that happen, you're like, what am I supposed to do, game?
Can't even ask the opponents, like, game, come on now.
Like, game, what am I supposed to do when my flip kick just loses to roundhouse like that?
Yeah, it doesn't hit on the way down. It actually just has the hitbox when it lands. Right, yeah, I understand. I do feels for him.
Yeah, you can see Shine still distraught over that
He's
last
like, give me
round.
a big smile.
He was like, why did I have to watch that replay? Like,
that was kind of rough. He did get downloaded, though. I mean, there were some crucial moments where Just a Kid made those adaptations happen, and it just went in his favor. But we're moving on now. We got our Mika coming from Chakotay going up against Knuckle Dew with a Cammy.
Knuckle Dew!
Yeah, shout out to Rip. Dang, he wasn't even here when I said that.
Nope.
All right, whatever.
Rip stuffing his face with cookies and caramel and chocolate drizzle.
He's definitely a chocolate drizzle kind of guy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Going into it, yeah. Game number 2. Again, the second players here. Team Psycho still retaining their 3 members as Justin Kid moves to the back of the queue. As the 2 remaining members of Team Gale, the captain before your screen, number 2, and Rob TV awaiting his anchor.
And Chakotay actually is using V-Trigger 1. We've seen a lot of steel chair from him this series.
Yeah, you know, that's right. He's been using that a lot of, actually every matchup last week. Changing it back and forth between 1 and 2. Spending it? Yes, sir.
Yeah, he gets the side switch off of that, right? So I think that's well worth it. He's going to be able to put Chakotay down here in the corner. Dive kick afterwards, just respecting it all. The stand fierce, baby. That's the Cammy game. The dash go coming in hot, though.
Yeah, there's no buffer after that, unfortunately. NuckleJuice still manages to find his way out of the corner. Yeah, jumps out, backdash twice.
He's actually one of the best at holding up forward in the corner in Street Fighter V.
I think Street Fighter in general.
Yeah.
Really? You just know. Oh, he stopped his the dashes.
Oh, and he trades with the light buttons. That is not in NuckleDude's favor. I thought he was going to let the XDP rip.
Yeah, he's done that every time. A lot of the tips that come from the teammates, they're like, you know, NuckleDude likes to get wild under pressure. He's going to EX uppercut. And he succeeded every time, except for this one instance.
And if he would have did it there, would have beat Chakotay's option clean. Oh, yes. Don't try to splash on me. Nice walk back at a throw attempt. That's where NuckleDude found himself last round. Oh, late DP. Got it perfect. Plenty of resources on the side for Chakotay. Critical R and V-Trigger available.
Drop kick successfully getting blocked, but you know, NuckleDude ready. That's going to hit, yep.
Oh, but he wasn't ready. NuckleDude definitely got lost in the lights there and then fails to confirm.
There's the first throw. What happens afterwards? Stand Strong does get blocked and checked immediately by NuckleDude. Uppercut, yeah, that's the only way to continue that combo after activation. Low forward, activate, has to go into the uppercut.
And he just got the V-Trigger too, so Chakotay wasn't quite aware of that option.
Plus frames afterwards, can't press a button.
Yeah, hit it right on the knee pad.
Ran into that buffer normal fierce again, not buffered this time around. NuckleDude getting the forward throw. In position to get a crouch strong. Nice block from Chakotay. Drop kick, no whiff punish.
Yep, that stand fierce did not go as far as NuckleDude wanted.
V-Trigger on deck again. The main poking tool right here, medium kick. It's going to control this space between her and Mika. Nice whiff punish just outside. That's exactly what he needs to do going forward.
The head would be max range. Good, using the stun too. Nice backdash. NuckleDude's like, bro, I play Mika. I know I'm a giant swing away from getting stunned and dying. Screw that. 1-0 for the dude.
It's all good. You good?
Look at NuckleDude, just trying to make sure Shine feels better. What a captain.
What?
Keep the energy up.
Bro, can I just watch the game, please?
I'm so confused when it comes to giving Shine advice and like praise and stuff.
Can I just watch the game, please? Oh my god.
I thought he was being a good captain.
I thought he was being a great captain. You're absolutely right. We're all in the same boat except for Shine.
Gotta just watch the game, man. Leave me alone. I'm still thinking about that roundhouse beating my flip kick.
Not a team player. Come on, Shine. Get your attitude up.
Alright, then medium kick. Oh, and then the EX dive kick. Oh my goodness, I can't believe he stayed on the safe side.
He walked
That was
stop.
gross. That was
disgusting.
so gross.
That's not fair. Medium kick again has been the main threat against Chakotay. The last time he contested it, yeah, it was Stand Strong, but he's not successfully counterpoking it this time around. NuckleDude really picking apart the spacing.
Ooh, yeah. Dash up, low, short. Didn't have anything behind it. No full critical R for no Fudo here.
Medium kick is just such a great tool. A long range medium kick against Mika. I mean, G has one.
Yeah,
G has one.
You can see how much pressure that puts on Mika, right? Chakotay just going with the raw activation on the V-Trigger to try to make his way in because that stand medium kick was just ruling his world.
Okay, if that was a counter hit, I would have understood him going for like a low forward. That was pretty close. He got the opener with the crouch strong. Same side.
Such a good switch up from NuckleDude, right? Harassing with these stand medium kicks, and that allows him to do other options like that EX dive kick, but Chakotay catches on, blows it up. Oh, you can see NuckleDude again holding up in those situations where he gets side switched, right? Because he doesn't want to get giant swing back in the corner.
Oh, that was ambiguous. It even caught the back roll still on the other side. Yikes.
Oh, EXDP when Neshko came through.
Minimal amounts of damage there against Knuckle Duke.
Oh, and then the dash up throw. Knuckle Duke catches you asleep at the wheel real quick. Shine flees the scene. Goes to the other team even. Let's go. What? He's handing out hip-hop hugs to the opposing team. Another child for Toy to claim on his taxes.
I get to play.
Boy, let's go.
Top 10 Capcom betrayals right there. That's definitely in the list.
Take this man's jersey off. Get him a Team Psycho jersey. I'll join Team Gale. Let's go.
I'm down.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
can we join his teammates? Let's do it.
Join Team Gale? What in the world? All right, well, Sean has switched sides. This is a recent development here. I don't think that we've actually established any rules for trades in terms of the Street Fighter League. But it looks like for Season 2, we might have to.
There's definitely going to be some talks for mid-season draft where we'd have to change and trade up. There's a trade deadline now for the Street Fighter League. We might implement that. Who knows? But, you know, Shine, an innovator is what it is. Being an innovator, he wants to be a captain instead of...
Yeah, right?
Okay, he's like, I'll bring it back. He definitely knows he's on camera.
Man, he is failing these stealth checks left and right. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, yo,
man, walking around in plate armor right now. What's happening? Clanking and clanking?
Yeah, dude. There's no way he's getting away. Oh,
what's happening? Oh, another jersey. There it is, the Team Psycho jersey.
So that means more L's for their team. Currently, the way Shine's been playing, there's going to be even further down. There's going to be a 7th place standing now that Shine is on this team.
Yo, you ready?
Hey, can I get a jersey? Can we both get Team Gale jerseys?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Can we put one on, please? Can we do that?
My favorite color is green. Please, bring me the Team Gale shirt.
Give this man a Team Gale shirt.
Let's go.
Give this man a Team Gale shirt.
I will fill out the spot, play my Zeku.
Oh, I would love to see
I'll play my Zeku, you know what I'm saying?
I would love to see that. Another character we talk about in the current meta Street Fighter 5.
Yeah,
We'd love to see more character diversification. Diversify your portfolio, you know what I'm saying?
That's what the Street Fighter League is all about. And I think that's what's so good about having Rob TV and Knuckle Do on the same team, right? Both players that have main different characters are not just a single character specialist, right? Of course, Knuckle Do has like 4 or 5 characters. Rob
They are
TV,
overlapping each other, yeah.
yes, Rob TV, and then 2 or 3. Of course, they both play Gale, but just the ability to have that the flexibility of playing different characters is definitely crucial in a tournament series like Street Fighter League.
Now the tables have turned. It's going to be 4 players to 2. Team Psycho going up against the now handicapped Team Gale.
Yeah.
They lost a member of their team. Moment of silence for their boy.
It ain't too late to run.
Man, I can't believe Dude was just trying to be a good captain and Shine went to the other
He was being a great
breath.
captain.
Yes.
Knuckle Do, he was like, you know, don't worry. I got a W for you. It's going to be just fine. And Shine was just not having it.
Nope.
Darkness has tainted his heart. No longer Shine.
Can't take care of that, man. That is true. Yeah, it's big bars right there. Or harassing. Usual birdie game, right? It's what Toy's been utilizing time and time again. But Rob TV, nice space sweep right there. The big boot.
Boots a piece. Stomping on the enemy. Stand fierce. Checking Rob TV's advances. Again, this character likes to walk in and out of your range. Karen does have the walk speed to do it.
Oh, and the stand fierce. Rob TV's ready for that. Trying to harass, trying to put up that wall. That is the crouch jab. He gets to jump in as Rob TV.
Yeah, off of that situation, Rob TV can actually punish the can activation, right? Especially off the knockdown. Oh, the reset? We haven't seen that in a cool minute.
Oh, he gets the throw. Toy, don't get caught flinching, my man.
Yeah, because he has another sequence. Okay, that's not the sequence he wanted. Slight error there from Rob TV, giving Toy another chance. V-trigger.
Oh, is that punish?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, that's
it is.
big punish.
As Rob TV exclaimed the last time he fought a birdie, he's like, what is that, minus 1,000?
Yeah, it's like minus 8, right?
Yeah, and Knuckle Do said that exactly. He's like, no, it's 8.
Yeah.
Knuckle Do actually
Give me a Team Gale jersey, bro.
Yeah, Do actually knew the exact frames it was negative.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, okay, I know what to punish it with now. And great use of that critical art from Rob TV, using that punish, right? Excellent choices all around.
Yeah, because usually the problem with that is that it leaves him so far, right, that your fast buttons can't punish. But CA fast enough and closing the distance in time. Now he's rocking and rolling in the second round as well. A couple of crunch counters, a couple of side switches.
My!
Rob
full
TV.
conversion.
Oh.
And the overhead. Build a meter, get a little bit of some. Yeah.
One hit stun, he gets the knockdown as well. Just checking him with these light kicks over and over and over.
Yeah! Woo! I'll cross that bridge when it comes. Right? Okay. Traitor.
I'll cross that bridge when it comes. I like that answer. All right, settling down. The shenanigans are done. You know Team Psycho really wants this W.
They're not going to get it with Shine on your team, that's for sure. Wishy-washy player. I need that kind of attitude. Just going back and forth on the screen. Rob TV just commanding this neutral here. As soon as he closes the gap, it's going to be all Karen, right? Whoop.
Oh, this is truly Rob TV right now. It's all Rob.
Yeah, everybody's tuning into the same channel. He's in full control.
Oh, hold on. The commentators curse that strong. Are we bringing it back? Oh, the big boot right into the V-Trigger 2. That's a quick stun. Look how much life that is, man.
And it only increases further.
Oh, my.
That's a critical arts worth of damage. And just 2 sequences. Toy. Put him in a coffin. That's a lot of damage in 2 sequences.
Yeah. I don't know what's stronger, V-Trigger 2 or the commentator's curse. Combined, they're unstoppable.
Yeah. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I had to think about that. I was like, what's stronger than that? I don't know.
Huge missile dropkick landing as well.
You let us know in the chat. I have no idea.
Oh, nice. Whip punching with the crouch jab. Get what you can get. Harass Rob TV, start making him anxious.
A little reluctant now from Rob TV to throw all the normals. As soon as he gets the opening, he does find a way to close the gap. But Toy, finding a way to use that meter. Okay, that could have been disastrous. Back-to-back set strikes. Toys finds the opening there off the roundhouse activation. Okay, respect it.
I'm surprised there was no V-Trigger 2 follow-up on that stand fierce. That's the problem with Toy. Oh, is that he's been trying to hold back on the V-Trigger 2.
No anti-air there from Toy. Big opportunity missed.
Yeah, when he thinks these stand fierces are blocked, oh my.
Are you kidding me? Yo, it's gonna be a gang of damage.
Puts him on a pixel. Rob TV just needs one more strike. An overhead can do it.
19 seconds left on the clock. Rob could either chill, use the estate to his advantage, or close the gap with that one hit.
Oh, he reacted to it in the push with the V skill. Beautiful stuff from Rob TV.
I'll admit that you have some skill.
And the whip pulls rock for a little bit as well.
Toy going for his down jabs, gonna catch Rob TV, but he gets clipped by that roundhouse at that range. Can lead to a crush counter. No conversion off the low forward. Nice Tenko! Tenko anti-air, just frames.
Oh, okay.
Out of there! I love seeing those kind of things.
Yeah, Rob TV's done a good job all SFL of air to airing. If he finds the angle a little bit hard to punish with a proper anti-air, he just takes it to the skies himself.
Yep. He'll either change it up with jump jab, sometimes the jump target combo.
All right, he gets the jump in on the stand roundhouse. Oh, I love that. Goes right over the can.
Yeah, you're not allowed to get that free can set up if she quick rises. She does have access to that Rasenha. Going right over the projectile and closing the gap as well at the same time. 50 seconds.
Toya's V-Trigger 2, which also acts as an anti-air, so Rob TV, I think, stay firmly planted on the ground at this point. Plus, he has the life lead, has that walk speed on Karen. Oh, yeah, no CA to punish that time.
Wasn't ready for the EX command dash after the blocked Fierce. Oh, big damage? No, dropped so much damage on the table. Nice play there from Rob TV, but still the blocks from Toy. Get off me, offensive. The reversal back to back, keep him contained. All the gray life, one throw. He knew it.
The back dash to keep him alive.
He had the read there, but Toy didn't make most of it. He's still stuck in this corner. You have to respect my chain. And Rob TV understood the situation, went for the throw instead of the normal.
Super smart from Rob TV. Incredible play up against Toy's Birdie. Definitely a big fan of how he handled that. And I think what costed Toy in that match was that he's been relying on the V-Trigger 2 to like scare the opponent, right? He's been fishing for these big normals, whether it be the stand fierce or whatever have you. And then when it's blocked, he doesn't activate the V-Trigger 2. But when it's on hit, he hasn't activated the V-Trigger 2 either. And because of that, I think he's leaving a lot of damage on the table with this Birdie. which it's hard to calculate that whole thing, right? Because the one time he actually did commit to the V-Trigger 2 on block, Rob TV countered with super. So it's like super hard to commit to something like that. When the one time you do, you get punished with critical art.
Yeah, Rob TV finding the gaps here in the birdie gameplay against the V-Trigger that's kind of been the main talk for this character as to why he's got significantly better.
Yes.
So just seeing these gaps being exposed by Rob TV has been a great learning experience for everybody, really. Everybody's like watching and like, oh, I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could like get past it like that. So it was great for Rob TV and the whole entirety of Team Gale really breaking down that whole thing, that whole sequence. Where are the weaknesses here? How do we take advantage of this situation? Because I don't want to get hit by it, block it. I don't want to eat this mix.
Yeah.
So it was very, very great strategizing there from Team Gale.
Yeah, definitely good stuff. We're gonna have now Just the Kid back up after defeating Shine. This is the last remaining member. Yeah, because Chicote fell to Knuckle Dew. So it's going to be Knuckle Dew versus Just the Kid. If Just the Kid manages to defeat the captain of Team Gale, he'll be going up against Rob TV.
2 more members remain for Gale. You can believe that these wins are going to be very beneficial towards Gale if they manage to clutch it out now.
Oh yes, most definitely.
Because they have two members there, right? Every win counts. Every single win counts. As we get to the final 2 weeks here, a couple of weeks here, Street Fighter League.
Absolutely, Just the Kid already having a nice life lead on Knuckle Dew's Cammy, but we've seen how quickly Knuckle Dew has been able to turn around the round. And there we go, the V-Trigger activation again, using that dive kick afterwards to switch sides. But Just the Kid towards the corner, gets the counter hit and the stun.
Counter hit specific. After that back strong, going for the fences there with a swing and stand fierce. Huge amounts of damage. Okay, Just the Kid not out of it yet. Yeah, you know, Just the Kid likes going for that cartwheel route for the activation to trigger. Knuckle Dew knows where the gaps is, and just in case he uses the EX version of the uppercut to stuff it out. Oh, the back strong got stuffed.
And get a throw again from Just the Kid. Again, this is how he started the first round though, right? Really had a hefty life lead up against Knuckle Dew. Crush counter, gonna give him even more of one. See Knuckle Dew though, not scared to wake up with buttons despite that. Gets the low forward again. Yep, switch sides on him.
And it's kind of a tough matchup, I feel like, for Jury. But, you know, as I say that, you know, don't worry about it. I'll talk about it again when Just the Kid's in trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
How about that? How about that?
So we got the rounds tied up. A lot of meter on both sides here. It's going to be an explosive round. We got an EX dive kick already and the cross under. Just the Kid getting mixed. Oh, and then he gets the crouch jab. Oh, using that for a mix-up. Knuckle Dew on the verge of a perfect. Tries to catch him throw baiting. Not going to happen, but there he gets it. Dash forward, dash back. He feeling himself after that one. The Gold Chain Gang feeling themselves.
That was nasty. That was dash, dash, back dash, dash again. Leave him alone. He's just a kid.
Yeah.
You can't be doing that.
Knuckle Dew, man, he's so strong.
That was the most dominance I've seen from Knuckle Dew this past entire season, actually.
Yeah. Incredible stuff on this cam. He's had multiple times where he's made the person tech in the air and then faked the walk under. Just walks just enough to stay on the same side.
Oh, yeah, he did that with Chicote.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, back strong just in time to stuff that neutral jump from Just the Kid. It's so dangerous. I understand that Just the Kid wanted to use that neutral jump to bait out the dive kick, but it just recovers too fast.
Yeah. Oh, Kid just activating it. Cashing out the damage this time. Not really doing it for the side switch.
Oh, so high up there. And that was after like what the hooligan too.
Yeah,
oh, 2 crouch strongs confirming into the uppercut for that damage. Knuckle Dew looking at team battle point here.
Yep, looking to put away Just the Kid. Just the Kid needs to get past Knuckle Dew, and then Rob TV if he hopes to put a W on the board for Team Psycho. Knuckle Dew on this Team Gale though. Looking to make sure he stays in that upper echelon. He wants that top 3. He wants that money.
No anti-air option there for Just the Kid. Keeping him contained in the corner. That's another throw. He's not going to take any of these normals. He's going to sit there and block. Will Knuckle Dew? Okay, he tried to go for the throw tech bait with that roundhouse. back throw. There's just such a heavy presence coming from the former Capcom Cup champion, NuckleDu. Just the Kid just hasn't found his opening yet.
Yeah, the Gray life is building up. Just the Kid's doing a good job blocking. But at the end of the day, you get hit, that blocking does not matter anymore. That Gray life is going to be gone.
Which is very significant to say because NuckleDu again, cashing out on the damage. And here we go, Just the Kid getting started. Critical art, no.
He's going to save it. He needs one more hit. Gets the throw as well. It'd be even better if he could save it for the last round. The catches NuckleDu reaching.
All right, hanging in there. Just the Kid gets a round on the board for game 2.
Fight. All right, started off early, and then he catches NuckleDu, gets counter hit, trying to wake up with some stuff.
Counter hit combo, nice work there from Just the Kid. Now he's trying to keep NuckleDu contained. Found the opening with crouch, strong side switch as well, using the meter,
so smart, yeah.
the spiral arrow to go around the opponent. Now getting started, crouch strong, incoming, no I lied, jump strong!
Switching up the jump in timings, gets the jump strong, gets the stun as well. A lot of paration on the damage there, what's next?
Activation, no sir, he knows what you want. You're gonna let that rip? No, I see you 2 steps ahead as NuckleDu.
Yeah, V reversals out of there. Now NuckleDu, oh boy.
I was gonna say, NuckleDu's done a great job in nullifying the activation, which is exactly how Just the Kid gets started. He's found the weakness now. Anti-airs.
Back strong, just keeping it nice and simple.
Nice check with the medium kick, getting started. The fireball following through. NuckleDu with the tech as well. 37 seconds left on the clock. NuckleDu's just gonna hang back, wait for the V-trigger to dissipate, or I might be wrong, he's gonna go for the kill now.
Oh, and he just lets the DP rip. You think you could take your turn? Nah, it's all Team Gale's turn. As he goes for the fist bump with Shine, who is the traitor.
The awkward exchange, the prodigal son.
This is how you know Team Gale, the real members of Team Gale are the ones with the gold chains on. Shine doesn't have one of those, so he's not actually part of the team.
Not with the way he's playing.
Nah.
No, he's not going to get any chains.
He's just a backpack.
The only change he's getting is probably from Birdie. And that's as real as it gets.
Yeah. Oh, I was actually doing a little bit of homework during that match, and I found out that Karen Super is actually fast enough to just punish, block, stand fierce from Birdie raw. So even without canceling into the...
is it a 6 or 7 frame super?
It's 5.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Even
it's definitely, I believe the stand fierce is -6. So even without the canceling in a V-trigger 2, he would have punished that stand fierce.
Big time crazy.
But
Just the Kid, yeah, I was going to say, that's insane.
Yeah, but this is the Just the Kid NuckleDu round, right? The one that NuckleDu closed out for his team, allowing Team Gale to take an overall 5-3 record, remain towards the top 3, because he knows he still has those 2 losses to Team Frost, right? So if they end up with a similar record, which they have now, Team Frost is 4-3, it's going to be in their favor. See NuckleDu just calculating, and once again, just letting the DPs rip at the perfect timings. He's also one of those players, right, that just has that intuition of when his opponent wants to press a button.
Right, so Team Gale now moving on with another win on their record, and it was a 3-1 victory. A bit of a change up from the last time they fought Team Psycho. Again, it was a 3-0 sweep the last time, but again, every win counts here as we're winding down towards the end of the season. They are climbing up the ranks just little by little. They're still awaiting the fate of Team Frost, who is currently afterwards, but before we get into that, we actually have Rip standing by with Team Gale.
Thank you, Vicious. I'm here with the winners, Team Gale. Of course, these guys hanging on. You know, you guys start off really strong and have been slipping a little bit against Team Frost specifically. But this time, things look a little dicey at the moment because you start off kind of rough in that jury matchup.
Yeah, you know, I hate the jury mirror, but, you know, I was going to play it because my most knowledgeable character right now that I actually have access to use because everyone keep banning my characters, and Rob plays Karen, and he's better with Karen, so we give him Karen.
Yeah, I saw. I mean, and you know, you actually did really good. They went down to the final round there. So props to you for that. What happened though? Why are you trying to switch teams mid-set?
Listen, man, I support my team 100%. I have no idea what you're talking about. I've been behind Team Gale since day 1 to the day I die. I have no idea what you're talking about, bro.
Can we pull up the replay of the purple jersey on this, man? I'm just saying, we don't need to do it, but man, Rob, also, you've been playing phenomenal. You know, the do-rag, I was a little doubtful about it, man, because it wasn't working out last time. But this time, got a victory for you.
Yeah, you know, so for those who don't know, I was actually sitting over there watching someone else's match, and Rip is like, yo, bro, where's the do-rag? And I'm like, I've been winning without it, so I was worried to put it on. I put it on, and I lost. But I stuck to my guns, so, you know, I'm happy that I actually got a win in it.
There you go. The do-rag is pulling through. We just need a NuckleDu do-rag now, right? I think that's got to be right. You got, like, what, 2 more games? Yeah. So, yeah, at some point, you're going to wear the do-rag?
No. No.
Oh, look at that. Look, purple jersey. Look at that. What is that, Shine? What's going on? Shine, where you going? Shine, where you going? Yo, Shine. He's hiding with those purple guys again, man. He's hiding with the purple guys. There you are. All right. Your thoughts on that? Yeah, exactly my point. All right. Let's start on back to the desk. Congratulations, you guys.
You can't be snitching on the streets, Rip. Come on now. At least you got the replay, though. I mean.
Yeah. The replay was on deck.
Yeah, but so the do-rag coming in for Rob TV, getting the W with it, but with or without it, he's such a competent player, right? Yeah. Using that carrot and going through the pressure from Birdie. It's going to put him in a significant place now with third place with Team Gale. Let's take a look at the standings once again with Team First. Team Inferno led by Punk, who just got their victory into first place. Team Storm awaiting their fate, sitting at second. They're going to play their final game here. And Team Gale, again, as you saw in third. Team Frost with Nephew in fourth place, who we're standing by with. And then Team Spirit with Justin Wong in fifth. And currently Team Cycle, whom you just saw fall into sixth place with that 1-7.
Yeah, since we're so far along into the SFL, I feel like every team battle means so much at this point, right? We got Team Storm coming up next, and they're going to be fighting for another victory to try to take that first place back, right? If they end up falling, that means Team Frost gets to be 5-3 again. That means they leapfrog Knuckle Deuce team. So it's definitely every match at this point is going to matter towards the standings. So we're going to see who's next right after this quick commercial break.
Struggle to find happiness? Do you get the feeling there's something greater for you? There is.
Citywide outbreak. You are advised to take shelter at the police station.
Anybody here?
I don't like the sound of that.
We're getting out of here. Leon!
My mission is to take down Umbrella's entire operation. They're secretly making bioweapons.
Count me in. Available now for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Rated M for mature.
And we're just about to get underway with our final team battle for the week. We do have Team Storm going up against Team Frost. And remember, for those of you who've been following along the entirety of Street Fighter League, we did have these two go up against each other before. And that's when Samurai got on fire. He got the glow as soon as this match started. This is where he started getting these 3-0s, 3-0s, 3-0s. And we're going to see if Team Frost has a new strategy. Maybe they're going to ban Akuma this time around.
Yeah, they might, right? After falling to an OCV from Samurai, it's definitely a huge threat. But again, on the other side is that item lore. We've seen why it's been banned out week after week. The one time it's let through, he completely demolishes the team, including beating Punk, who's thought to be one of the best Street Fighter players in the world. So it could be interesting. This next matchup is one I'm looking forward to. But I'm also looking forward to an interview with Justin Wong from RIP.
That's right, Range. I'm here with the Galaxy Brain tier list master himself, Justin Wong, elite strategist. How do you feel about these teams? And if you were in their position, how would you go about the bans?
I'm just glad that you appreciate my tier list and the whole world appreciates my tier list. Usually those are facts in general. But other than that, if I was, like, let's say on Team Frost side, I would definitely probably still ban Idom, just because when he was unleashed at against Punk's team, he kind of showed why he should be banned.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then if I was on Idom's team, I would probably ban up to Snuff Nikali, just because like he's really good, and from our team we couldn't ban him because we have a Nikali player as well. So it's very hard to ban Team Frost team. They're actually very versatile.
Exactly. We saw this last time. Punk said the same thing. He said he would ban the Nikali out of there. People tried to ban Nephew. Didn't work out for them. Up to Snuff and his Nikali came through. Now I got to ask you, because your team's still kind of close to the bottom of the standings. You guys fell to Punk's team today. But I think in the next couple of weeks, you got to play both of these teams. So between these two teams, which one is more difficult for your team?
I would say Team Frost is more difficult because last time they banned Balrog, and then we also have to. We can't really ban Up to Snuff or Nephew because Nephew has 2 characters. So it's really hard to ban. So we decided to ban Dual Kevin to force him to play G, and kind of force Nephew to only play 1 character as well. And hopefully Psycho can win the mirror match, which he did last time.
All right, well, best of luck to you for the future remaining weeks here at SFL. Let's go ahead and send it on back to the desk.
I like that strategy from Justin Wong right there, right?
Yeah.
Not only banning a character because somebody's good with it, but because it forces one of the other members of the team onto a certain character as well. It's the type of high-level thing you can expect from that man. And to be honest, I don't know why we're keeping standings, because he's just going to make a tier list and put himself at the top at the end of the day anyway.
Did you hear somebody in the studio? They were booing him as soon as he mentioned tier list. I can't believe it. That guy is just has such disdain.
I don't know who it could have been.
It was crazy. He was just totally against Justin Wong's opinions and tier list. Wow. All right, I saw that.
What are you talking about?
I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'll tell you what I am going to be talking about. It's going to be these 2 teams gearing up, ready to go. It's going to be Team Storm going Team Frost. These guys are going to get their bands ready and their character orders ready, and Rip is going to reveal that information right now.
That is correct. It is reveal time. It's time to reveal those bands. Last time around, you guys focus banned him. You went for the Colleen. And of course, when you guys banned, you guys went for the Laura. I'm going to start on this side. Who would you guys like to ban this time around?
We're going to take the Justin route, and we're going to ban Rashid.
Interesting strategy. Rashid, you're taking out Dual Kevin from the mix. All right. How about you guys? You guys want to take out the Laura again?
This time we're going to try something new and ban Akuma.
Taking out Akuma. The Laura is free once again. How do you feel about that? You did work last time with the Laura.
I mean, it's a 50-50. It's a guess. Who are you going to ban, Laura or Akuma?
Your team name might have to be Team Laura from now on. I mean, it's basically the same thing, right? And let's go ahead with the player order here.
First we have Dual Kevin, and then Up to Snuff, and then me.
All right, so Dual Kevin going to be kicking off without his Rashid this time. And how about for you guys?
It's going to be Classico, Samurai, and then me.
Classico, Samurai, and then Idom. So Dual Kevin versus Classico. Going to start it off. Let's send it on back to the desk.
I like this strategy a lot from Team Storm here, because not only, again, does it go with the Justin strat of forcing Dual Kevin off that Rashid and then forcing him onto a G, which takes away one of Nephew's picks, but it also is setting up Classico for success, right? The man that's been struggling the most on that team, they're going to put him up against the person that they actually ban out. So that was a fortunate workout for them in terms of the order.
Again, I do like them changing it up with Team Storm on their own behalf, where they have Idom as anchor now that he's fully unleashed, right? And we did see Samurai pick Sagat the last time around against Broly Legs, going up against Team Inferno, and successfully got that W. But I want to know who he's going to play this time around. Again, we do have the order solidified and the band's ready. The players are ready, and we're just about to go through with it after this break.
This is the path of my destiny. Dare you challenge the king? This is the path of my destiny.
Pleased to meet you.
And we're just about to get started with the final team battle. Again, thank you guys so much for joining us here at Street Fighter League Pro US Season 1. My name is Vicious, here with Ringe, back again to get this big fight started. It's going to be Team Storm Classico going up first against Dual Kevin of Team Frost.
And Classico's going to have his Urian right, but Dual Kevin, the Rashid was banned out by Team Storm. Not going to be available to him, so he's going with the G. This is also going to lock out Mr. Nephew from picking G as well. He's going to have to go with that Colleen or something else he's got up his sleeve. But I think it's going to be Colleen considering it's not banned. Now, Classico, I really like this order for Team Storm, mainly because the Rashid has been banned out from Dual Kevin, so it's giving the person that's struggling the most, Classico, a chance at probably the weakest member of Team Frost and not on his main character.
That's a really good observation there. You're only as strong as your weakest link, right? Classico is really trying to pull through for his teammates. He got that meditation going. He's taking that advice from his teammates. He got that strat from Samurai. He's like, you know what? Play your game. Do whatever it takes to get yourself in that zone. And he does so in that pregame warm-up. We saw earlier on your screen, Dual Kevin already trying to space out Classico in the Fireball game.
You have a great tool for G, right? Even at level 1, still a solid Fireball. Jump back strong this time from Classico. He's really on point with the jump back anti-airs. Or air-to-airs, I should say.
And this is good. You know, Classico is... Oh, okay. He was getting his hits in. He was forcing Dual Kevin to make the mistakes. He had a huge life lead, and he fired it with EX Headbutt.
That was a very questionable decision, I think, just because he had such a significant life lead. He really didn't need to do that. Whiffs the command throw, gets a small punish out of it. He'll take it forward throw, one forward throw away, try to get him the crouch medium kick, but Dual Kevin staying solid. He's got that maximum president, got a couple of V skills in his pocket. Oh, and he gets the low into the conversion. Got a little bit of V-trigger left. Don't get command thrown. Oh, he just reversals with the Aegis. Puts him in a sandwich. Nice block on the overhead.
Oh, the Classico.
The Classico,
with the grab and catch him with the crouch jab. I like that.
Yeah.
That's not the first time he's caught somebody off guard with it.
Caught Dual Kevin flinching right there. It's so hard not to flinch in that scenario.
I definitely thought there was going to be a headbutt coming in after the fireball jumped over by Dual Kevin.
What in the world was that anti-air? The crouch medium punch working out.
Unconventional, but it works.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Nice. Stand light kick with the EX rush punch behind it. Now we got level 2 president. Harassment tools. Oh! Gets thrown out of the command grab.
Do it again. Oh, I like it. That was really high up there as well. I don't even know if Dual Kevin's still allowed to press a button even that high up.
Yeah. Jump back jet again from Classico. Oh. Then the EX again.
Oh, way to check with the medium kick as well. Dual Kevin finally the activation after the sweep. Don't let him get started. I like that. Classico ripping it. There you go.
Has one more V-trigger as well. Oh, the cross-up, but Dual Kevin blocked those. I told you earlier. I told you a week ago, right? When it comes to Dual Kevin, you can catch him flinching with the shimmy. You can catch him like that. But left, right, high, low, you got to bring your best stuff to the table. And even that can get blocked. However, Classico pulls out the first game, remaining strong with that EX tackle.
That one was great. But have you ever blocked a solid mix-up like that before?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was satisfying. But I got to say, Classico starting things off very strong. A huge confidence booster for him going into the next game against Dual Kevin.
I don't know if the people at home can catch it, but Samurai has been letting the A's go every time Classico's gotten solid hits, trying to get in the head of Team Frost.
That's the classic Super Battle Opera. Back in the Third Strike days,
yes.
He knows all about it, trying to get in the other team's head.
Oh, the big charge fierce as well, allowing him to cancel afterwards. This is all Classico at this point. Dual Kevin poking back with that stand light kick, so strong. EX tackle interrupts the fireball, gets the forward throw afterwards as well. Doesn't have V-trigger to go in after that crouch medium kick.
And this is where the tables might turn for Dual Kevin. He's getting this lockdown against Classico. Oh, okay, take it back. The throw, he wasn't ready. Classico, he was sitting there with the V skill. You knew the headbutt was coming. Dual Kevin was trying to force it out a lot earlier, just couldn't get the bait.
Yeah, this is incredible stuff from Team Storm. Slowly walk at him. That's the president right there.
Nice check with the low forward. A very lengthy normal kind of check. Anybody trying to approach in that space against Urian. Oh, you're not allowed to.
Yeah.
Not ever.
Baits him in the jumping, had the headbutt with the V-skill backing him up. Oh, there it is again, the jump back jab. Not a lot of damage, but it remains solid.
Ooh, Dual Kevin still trying to find a way to contain Classico. He's been all over the screen, hasn't got him standing still until he robbed him with that dash low there.
Yep, the dash rush punch can be low. Gotta watch out for it. He doesn't have V-trigger, which is what you love to do, right? When you're G, you go with the low rush punch in the V-trigger activation. You gotta watch out for that now. Oh, I like that. Using the EX spin kick to go through the projectile. Yeah, that's gonna trade.
Uh-oh. He does have V-skill Urian activated.
Oh, but the Nooch has been activated. That was punishable, but Dual Kevin not looking for it.
Oh my goodness, the blocks. Okay. No, get off me!
Oh. And that's the crown short. Classico gets the W on the board. You can see Samurai. Lots of words of encouragement that gives Team Storm the lead here up against Team Frost.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's Classico's first W here at Street Fighter League so far in this season. He's finally coming together. He's finally finding the inspiration with his teammates. And it's only going to go uphill from there.
Yeah, and as we go along with these weeks, right, you can see the camaraderie build. You can see the team aspect really starting to form in the people's heads, right? They set him up so well for this win. Classico putting him on point because they knew Dual Kevin was probably going to be the point character for the opponent team. They also banned his main character, giving Classico the best opportunity to win. I know I've harped on that a couple of times, but that is seriously the type of stuff that's going to win you team battles here at SFL.
Yeah, you're not going to just rely on the raw talent. Being able to strategize and figure out what the player order is going to be is just as important, and you see it right there before you. You know, Classico has been in a little bit of a slump. We got to be honest here. He was really trying to find this W, and you know what? The team gathered together like, what are our biggest chances to get him with the other quote-unquote weakest link?
Yes.
Right? We're going to see who's matched up with who and just pray that they have that order as well.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great read overall by Team Storm. So now we got Team Frost bringing up to snuff to the play. Of course, we got the captain, Nephew in the back. So up to snuff and Nephew are going to have their main characters, right? The Nakali and the Colleen, the two characters that have been doing the most damage for them. Of course, Nephew has done plenty of damage on G. That is locked out after Dual Kevin's choice of the character. So we're going to see if he can bring it back with his signature choice. On the other side, we got all the members alive for Team Storm, right? We got Item sitting in the back in the anchor position. We got Samurai, who's been looking like a beast all SFL. Coming up now, he does have his Akuma band down, but that just means the lore is there for Item. And of course, he's got a couple of other characters on deck. He's a great player of Shotos, and it looks like he might be going to the most classic Shoto you can in Ryu.
He's going full Samurai. Classic DLC skin going back to Season 1.
Oh no, we lied.
I am totally lying to you because now he's going Sagat. All right. I see you. All right. Everything's good.
And that's what he played last time, right? That's the character he played last time. His Akuma got banned, so he's going back to the well for Sagat. And I think this is actually a good matchup for Sagat in the situation. Nakali can get in close, and once he's there, it's going to be tough. But besides that, I think Sagat's got the tools to keep him out. The fireball game is going to be really good. He's got the DP ready. Of course, the jump fierce for Nakali is such a prominent jump button. He's got to be ready with those DPs very quickly.
Yeah, and it makes it even more important because of Sagat's stature. So it's a very great observation you made there. As Nakali does have an excellent jump button, right? Jump normals in there, and he also have the dive kick as well. Up to snuff, already trying to build that V-gauge. Samurai understands the scenario, and again, there's that uppercut, not giving him a chance to breathe in the air.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? If he wants to set up that dive kick, which is what Up to Snuff did right there, the DP is still going to beat it.
I thought he was going to Kara uppercut.
Yeah.
Sagat can take a little step forward, canceling the beginning of his normals, the forward roundhouse or the forward short to go into uppercut.
Fireball Samurai has been so content with fighting with his back to the corner. Oh, he actually switched sides. The roundhouse with the wrong way. Great recognition that Up to Snuff was going to want to take his turn back. Steals it with the EXDP.
Oh, and look at all this space Samurai gets to work with. What a call out! And the fist pump from Samurai right after he backs up makes Snuff think that he's going to hit him with the V-skill. Dashes right in there. No, son.
He's got a big brain. Got a big brain on that one.
Giant brain, giant reflexes from the giant man Sagat.
Woo, the sweep too. Making sure that he can't get in horizontally. Then he wants to go with the V-skill. He's harassing with the fireballs. Oh, and then the roundhouse crush counter with a DP on top of his Samurai.
Huge lead here from Samurai. Up Stuff finally getting that jump. Roundhouse in, a lot of damage, jashing up, getting the fierce meaty. Samurai not going to have any of it. Willing to spend that V-reversal. Double time.
Try it again. That one was a little reckless. Allowed Up to Snuff to get in. He's going to back throw though, so he takes him away from the corner. EX command throw again. Feels Samurai's content with down backing. He tried it again and it was the right read, but he was out of range. Huge drop from Up to Snuff here. Samurai has his V-trigger available.
Activate. Okay, this is dangerous too. He can't get a normal into the cancel for V-trigger, which allows him to probably get
he did it again!
He did it again! He caught Snuff jumping back!
Samurai with those reads on the V-trigger too in raw neutral, not even setting it up. You get this close to me, I'm gonna make you guess. That was brutal. That was kind of brutal range. A little bit. Team Frost chilling out. Team Storm also chilling out.
You know that was a big hit. That was a huge hit for Team Frost.
It's because Up to Snuff had the right read. He had the third command grab in a row, but he misspaced it. Samurai with the back tech bought him enough space.
This is the first time I've seen Team Frost with nothing to say in between games, and it might be because they don't have enough experience against Sagat as well, being one of the newer DLC characters. Samurai pulling out all the stops and the surprises here. Oh, big time punish. He thought he was going to go through a fireball.
Oh, no DP. That's perfect spacing for Samurai to do so as well. He's got the V-reversal. Yeah, that's such a good look for him because one fireball means the cash out of the Gray Life. Great throw on the V-reversal, and he finally baits out an upper.
That's the first time we've seen his EXDP red completely. Oh,
yeah, that's a meaty, dog. Yeah, Samurai didn't have any EX gauge either, so.
Now it's appropriate. He's actually got the Samurai hat on. Okay, that's what he was doing. That was his gameplay.
That's a power-up,
if he kept it on the entire game, that would have been something else. But here he goes, Up to Snuff again, trying to retain this momentum.
Yeah, we shall see. Nice spacing on the V-skill right here. Samurai jumping out and then responding with a fireball to the V-skill. Up to Snuff, just raw disc guidance. Get in there.
Ooh, nice whiff punish there on the sweep. Samurai getting that exchange with Snuff. Willing to take that trade because it did lead to that V-trigger.
Precisely. Not only did it lead to the V-trigger, but Sagat's the one that got knocked down. Allows Up to Snuff to get in range with the dashes. Reversal again.
Sacrificing the opportunity to V-trigger, right? I don't know if he has enough life. He's not going to survive anyway off of this critical art. Snuff tying it up.
Yes. Up to Snuff with the celebratory button mash as well. I heard as soon as the CA came out, he mashed that super for damage, even if that's not a mechanic in this game. Man, it really, as the SFL weeks go by, as we get deeper and deeper, it seems more intense. And Team Storm content.
Yep, I suppose. But I think
See Up to Snuff breathing some life back into Team Frost. They're starting to get a little more jovial. We heard some laughter over there. Talking it up a bit more. Gathering some insights against the Sagat as well. Because even if he falls here, right, he's got to provide some information for his teammates later for Nephew if he gets the run back.
Absolutely vital. Crouch Fierce for the anti-air, not the conventional Dragon Punch that we usually expect. No punish. That was just a little bit too far out to punish.
That's unfortunate for Samurai here. Eating a lot of damage, not getting baited by the frame trap.
Oh, good read there from Up to Snuff. Okay, stopping the V-skill after 2 uses. Anticipated Samurai throwing that fireball. Disc guidance finds the mark. EX uppercut does as well from Samurai.
Looking to find his way out back to the corner once again. No EX meter on deck. So if he gets jumped in on, it's going to be a real tough time getting out. Great anti-air though. Oh, and the crush counter. But Up to Snuff dropping it again. Nice anti-air, yes, and command throw. Up to Snuff now on match point.
Snuff shaking his head is like, no, I'm in control of this match. I don't care if you're picking Sagat.
Yeah, there it is.
I'm going to take control, yeah. The TP controlling that airspace as well. 2 crouch strongs from Up to Snuff, trying to get the command grab. Samurai might have a read on you. You know what happens when he has that read.
Yeah.
Don't give him the glow.
The EXDPs again. Nice, the 7-frame sweep on Nakali and then the EXDP of his own. Or excuse me, EX command grab. Another regular command grab.
Do it again.
Oh, he recognized that the second crouch strong wasn't be close enough. Goes with roundhouse after tagging on some damage, and Samurai gets frisked. Oh, great interruption right there. Oh, and he gets the counter hit on the stand strong.
Oh, he's trying to chase him down with a sluggish walk speed there from Sagat. It's not going to happen.
Yeah. You got to commit to the dash if you want to move.
He's buffering. Both characters buffering, actually. You see all the stock, or all the meter loaded from Snuff. Any misplaced fireball could spell trouble for Samurai.
Samurai also has the Kara DP at his disposal as well, so you gotta be careful when taking that spacing into account. Oh, the XDP.
He tried to go for the overhead.
Yes, he did.
Okay, Samurai in. Almost chip range as well. He does have 1 V reversal left. Stocked up to Snuff. Still critical art. Very scary situation. 18 seconds left. Okay, he got it. Now he's in critical art territory. He can do it raw. No meter left for Samurai. Can't use an invincible DP to save him. Oh, he caught him! Last second! Out of the range of the V-skill. The Tiger Shot, the classic, never fails.
Because Up to Snuff was willing to trade with that, right? Because his projectile would hit first, meaning that Sagat's dead. But no, it was just misspaced slightly.
Samurai just a little bit out of there. Saved by the Tiger.
Yep, surviving another round. Trying to give his team a lead here. Trying to hold the lead for his team, I should say.
That was a very deep dive. You know, I understand why he did it. He wanted to steal his turn.
Absolutely.
Command grab. No, EX uppercut. You gotta hold this first.
Man is never scared. Just wakes up with it again.
V reversal, he understands. Yes, sir. Does it again. Okay, Up to Snuff, looking to take it. Huge life lead, huge probability. Backs off ever so slightly. Now he's trying to just chip him away a little bit. With that V-skill, he's trying to catch him standing.
Yeah, oh, jumps over. Can't get a punish, though. You gotta be careful.
That would have been a big roundhouse if it landed. Up to Snuff. He's trying to find a way to close it. He's just so close. He could do it.
Up to Snuff has to be careful of neutral jumping those fireballs because he can get Kara DP'd at the right range. Oh. Right now he's in complete control though. Yeah, Samurai. Oh, he gets the jumping on the V-skill. Whips it. Did he get out of it in time? No, he did not. Great wake up CA from Up to Snuff right there, because if Samurai did not read that hard, he was getting chipped out or killed. Or I mean, he was getting killed either way. It was either chip or hit.
Yeah, that's right. Whew.
Oh, man.
He does bleed.
He does bleed. All right, so despite that, Samurai, we saw him win his match with Sagat earlier, right? That's why we said he bleeds, because even when you take away the Akuma, he still seems to be putting bodies in bags. But now, Up to Snuff stops him. So he's going to force out the captain. But before we get to that, we're going to take a quick look at the replays, of course. Up to Snuff in control of this corner situation here. It was a tough battle for him, but I think he really started to get the download on Sagat, really started getting used to the matchup, and was able to take the game away from Samurai and tie up this team battle.
Yeah, and Snuff really clutching it out for his team these last couple of weeks, right? Really pivotal win over Samurai, leaving Idom the only member left, right? You saw him last week go up against another captain with Do, clutching it out over Do against Team Gale at that very, very last second. So Up to Snuff really coming together here in these final few weeks.
Yeah, it's going to be a very close set going forward. We can see Up to Snuff just applying that pressure from Samurai in the corner right here. Bait, oh no, he did not bait out the EXDP, but he does bait some out later that end up costing Samurai the game. Oh yeah, and then Up to Snuff just wakes up with the CA right there, catching Samurai off guard. And he's going to be able to take it for his team. So we have an even match here, right? One person has lost from Team Frost. One person has lost from Storm. We got Idom and Classico alive, as well as the Nephew and Up to Snuff.
We do have the captain on captain battle now, but both captains at their max potential. We're going to see fists flying, or actually thunderbolts coming out for the most part. It's going to be Thunder versus Ice, Storm versus Frost. It's going to be Idom versus Nephew, Laura versus Colleen. couldn't ask for a better fight, really.
That's wild. Did they do that on purpose? That's
I don't know,
super smart. Like they made it the Thunder
I just
guy
realized
storm.
as I said it, I was just like, oh damn.
Yeah, I was like, yo.
Okay, that was an accident.
All right, production crew, I see you.
That was definitely unscripted.
They did their homework. They know what players like. So we got, as you mentioned, Colleen representing Nephew and Team Frost. And then we got on the other side, Laura with her Thunder and Lightning representing Team Storm and Idom.
So again, these guys are queuing up, ready to go. Very, very important wins here for both teams, right? If Storm manages to get this W over Frost, that puts them into first place again over Team Inferno. And then, the same could be said for Team Frost. They might be able to bump themselves into that third place position over Gale.
Man, oh man, yeah. As we get deep into the SFL, into the Street Fighter League, every single team battle matters. Every single team battle is going to affect the standings. This one is no different. If Team Storm can pull out this victory, if Idom can do his work, if Classico can maintain his composure, they will be in first place.
Now, the final...
The captain on captain.
That's right. Again, 2 members remain for both Team Storm and Team Frost. As you can see in the top left and top right corner of your screen, these matches, best of 3, first to 2 innings.
Give it again. Oh, cheeky reset from Nephew right there. Just to dash forward into the crouch strong.
Look at the way he's moving right now. Nephew is not scared at all of the unleashed Laura.
Oh,
but you better be.
The cross under. Oh no,
you better be.
Fear is healthy.
Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening.
God.
That's going to be the first round for Idom.
Fear is healthy. It helps you survive. It's okay. You just got to learn how to harness it.
It reminds you that you're only human.
Yeah. Ooh, Nephew, though, ready off that trade.
Nice check with the low forward, keeping Idom contained in a safe manner, right? The sunset wheel, you can't keep him contained for long.
Is the sun setting on Team Frost's hope?
I like how she answered that. Not today. Not it. Thanks, Laura. Nice confirm there from Nephew going into the target combo to kind of build herself that V trigger. That's right.
STO, everything is evil.
Ooh, nice crouch fierce, extending that range in V trigger state in there. Yeah, using EX elbow to get past whatever normal she throws out there. Great interrupt.
He checked him. Oh no! Stand light kick into the V skill cross under, and then the EX sunset wheel has him on a pixel. Watch out for the overhead.
Oh, he does it again!
See what happens? I'm like, watch out for the overhead, and he gets command thrown. That's Idom Laura right there.
It's the mix.
Oh man. Just like that. Nephew looking so good in those 2 rounds, and that's 2 L's he had to hold.
You got to take Lee Chung's advice at this point. Eyes open at all times. This is an NLBC boy.
Yeah.
You got to have your eyes open.
Do not get caught blinking. You got to make sure they are nice and wide.
Fight!
Back at it again, Idom and Nephew. They're trying to determine how they're going to approach each other in the neutral. And I like Idom's decisions to kind of throw out the normals with the medium punch and then throw out the lightning to kind of cover the advance, the forward movement. Oh, same side this time. That was so tricky.
Yeah, they stand light kick anti-airs. Not Idom to cancel into the shenanigans afterwards. Great block on the cross under. Oh my goodness, the pace that Idom is presenting. Just out of range of that to command grab.
Another chance at life for Nephew. Icicle drop. Nice throw tech there from Idom. Nullifying the threat of the Icicle, but V-Trigger 2 is still active. Idom, yeah, a little reluctant to press the buttons, hence why he's going for those shorts to kind of check the dashes just in case.
Furious for Idom, I like that. He knows he only needs to touch Nephew 2 more times, and Colleen is dead.
Rock bottom, gets himself critical art, tries to get a shimmy going. Idom not biting, but
that was that was a great bait by Nephew right there, right? After that, he went with the backdash, baited Idom into a forward jump, and then he crossed under.
But it's not over yet. Don't let her do it. Party time!
Oh, no, he jumps out, but the fireball's there.
It lasts so long. Uh-oh, okay. Whoo! This man's moving!
Just trying to toy with him, looking like N1 out here.
He's moving! I thought that was a command grab.
Oh, that's the overhead! And then he mixes them afterwards! Oh, man, Idom now. Match point up against Nephew's Colleen.
I would like to apologize if I blew your ears out. I wasn't ready for that mix. That's all. Neither was Nephew.
No, definitely not.
Match point for Idom.
That's the thing, as long as Idom got even a sliver of health on that health bar, he is most definitely alive.
And you can't take the pro. You can't, not with Laura. All Street Fighter mechanics and physics and laws do not apply.
Oh no, he didn't check the dash.
Oh, big? Okay.
Oh, yeah, her sweep can't quite reach.
The struggle.
Get him out of the air. Nice walk back from Nephew right there. Gets the throw bait. Oh!
Okay, I like that. Nephew fighting to stay alive.
That was kind of gross. How you end up on the other side like that?
I blinked.
Yeah.
I didn't see it either.
That was tough to block. Oh, we got Samurai starting to pipe up again, trying to get in the heads of Team Frost.
Very meaty elbow, but Nephew with that exchange coming out on top. No side switch instead.
Oh, the stand round was perfectly spaced. Oh, again with the trade.
Excellent trade combo there from Nephew.
Yeah, he's looked for that a couple of times now. Oh no, caught asleep.
Caught the back dash, just nearly escaping danger. That's the activation route. Back roundhouse. Rock bottom. Out of there.
Yeah, back dash into normal. He recovered in time to not get clipped by the fireball. Still coming. Oh, Jack-Q lockdown gets the overhead and then the forward throw item.
Oh, he got caught pressing a button and he still managed to get it.
Oh yeah, item to the dash in, dash out, forward fears, or the stand fears for the crush counter. Couldn't complete the combo, but he gets the crouch short after, and now that is Team Storm up 2-1 in this team battle, and all they got left is Up to Snuff. However, Classico still alive for Team Storm, so
that's right.
Yeah, he's actually going to be facing Up to Snuff before Idom gets a chance with his lore. We'll see if Classico can close it out. But before we do, let's take a quick look at how Idom defeated Nephew. Oh, you just get caught in the sunset, man. That's all over. You got to say goodbye.
You're not supposed to look directly at the sun. It's highly ill-advised, you know, don't ever do that. But again, look at that pressure that he presents and the extension of combo. What side? That's supposed to be on the other side. That's supposed to be on the other side.
Come on, game. Come on, game.
That was ridiculous, but Nephew, look at this setup. What side?
That was kind of
You know what that was?
man.
At that split second, he whiffed the air throw.
That's what it was. Yeah, I saw some animation. I forgot that she has the air throw. That's correct.
You have to react to the air throw on the way down. That's the thing.
That's so gross.
It's really sick.
Yeah.
Super sick.
Nephew with that Colleen tech. Couldn't save her for the Idom pressure, though. Look at this. Just lockdown in the corner. Overhead.
This is the worst feeling in the world. And you know what? Still had a chance. Did get to block after that crush counter, but still got caught low.
Yeah, because he had the EX bolt afterwards anyway, right? So I believe you're still at negative even if you blocked that. So it was a tough situation that Nephew found himself in. But Idom's lore, man. I mean, we see why it's been banned week after week. Every time it shows up, it puts on a show. It makes everybody watch and very excited. But now he's still got another member on his team left, looking to close it out against Team Frost. It's going to be Classico on the Urian, going against Up to Snuff on the Necalli.
I wonder how many times these guys have played against each other. I mean, just in general, because I know Classico has been spending a lot of time over on the West Coast. He does visit Wednesday night fights pretty often.
Whenever he has a West Coast trip, he comes a little bit early and stops by the SoCal WNF and gets games in.
Yeah, and so Up to Snuff has been showing up to these events, these local events, a lot more often nowadays. So I wonder if they've ever gotten like a couple practice games in with each other prior.
I imagine they have.
That being said, Classico is now serving as the gatekeeper for a significant win under the belt, if he can pull it off. And again, with Up to Snuff, getting this W is very, very much so important, as we only have a couple weeks remaining left in the first season here at Street Fighter League. Let's get it. 2 out of 3. Here we go. The last remaining member of Up to Snuff, Team Frost is Up to Snuff.
Oh yeah, the sweep's very fast, but it's punchable. Of course, Classico just tacks on some damage. There's the jump back jab already, and then the crouch forward. Make sure that Up to Snuff can't take a turn. Oh, Fears into the disc guys. Now we got the command throw. The Nagali games are starting, but a hard call out on that jab headbutt. Doesn't matter.
Up to Snuff in a league of his own when it comes to Necalli. We rarely get to see this character being played out. Jump jab, you know it.
Ooh, you called it. You have the instant overhead. Of course, you're a very tall character. Very easily executed on this man. Again,
jump back jab.
Yeah. That's his preferred anti-air, right? Rather than guess with the stand roundhouse or the stand or the crouch fierce.
Oh, if that deal was made with that stand fierce, it would have led to a ton of damage.
Oh, that was tough to block. Definitely looked like a cross-up, but he came down with the dive kick, stayed in front. We got the anti-air headbutt. Nice.
Okay, we got a little bit of juggles on our own from Classico.
Had the tackle charge ready after that. It was great stuff. Classico staying nice and patient. We've seen when he's had these life leads, he gets these wild EX headbutt ideas. I want him to just stay calm. Oh, but just like that, he's not going to have the life lead anymore. Up to snuff with the confirm off the single crouch medium punch into a couple more.
Being the calculated person that up to snuff is, I feel like the wild, see, those wild occurrences can throw him off guard. Oh, he back recovered off of that.
Yo, long distance instant overhead right there, up to snuff.
Yo.
Very proud of himself with that one.
He was like, that's an overhead.
Yeah.
Boop. That's what it is.
Oh, dude, I didn't hear what Duke Kevin said, but I heard he said he's one of those.
Oh, no. You can't classify Classico like that.
He's one of those. That's one of my favorite.
One of those.
Yeah, one of my favorite sayings in fighting games. Yeah. Oh, you're that type of player, huh? I know what this game's going to be like now.
I don't even know how to classify Classico because he's been evolving each and every week. So, I mean, Dual Kevin must have some sort of insight that everybody else seems to have lacked.
Yeah, good fireball game right now. Classico switching the pace up from his first game as well. Snuff already has the corner though, so gotta be careful of that dash in, but he's a little late on the button afterwards. Oh, 7-frame roundhouse.
Out of there, yeah, side switch as well, but up to Snuff does get the activation. Great trade, more so for Snuff than Classico, unfortunately, with the damage.
Yeah, it did more damage to Classico, but since Classico has the life lead, I think he's not too upset with that.
Oh, but not for long, as up to Snuff ties it up, gets the meaty as well. Spitting.
Ooh, reversal EX headbutt has to be trigger on deck as well, and that should be the round for Classico right there. Converts the combo. That's going to be 1-0 here in game 2.
There we go on the board. Classico getting the first round with 2 bars, just about equal to up to Snuff's resources down below.
Ooh, EX tackle after the tech situation. Perfect spacing on that stand fierce.
Wasn't allowed
Left him
to press
standing.
the button after that though. Yeah, even landing that tackle, just too deep for you to continue your pressure. Oop. Okay. Big punish. Decent.
Yeah, that was still good. That was still good. Oh, yes. Headbutts.
The mark.
The bets are working out.
Trigger on deck for both. Okay, building a little bit of meter for himself, I guess. I don't know if he had critical art prior to that. I just missed it.
Other stuff gotta watch out for jumping too. He can anti-air with the ages. Oh, he tried the reversal button. He thought he was gonna run into it, but it's not gonna happen.
Oh, I like the idea. He thought he was gonna sit there and block.
That was definitely punishable right there. That crouch medium kick into the farm
Oh,
mirror.
he had the
What
hit.
is happening?
Overhead? No, he's gonna check for the low. I like the idea. Anti-air? No, sir!
Wow, he just DPs on the other side and another EX headbutt working out for Classico. And they're tying the game up at 1-1.
Is that what that is? He's one of those?
Yeah, I
is
think
that
so.
What that is?
I think so.
He's one of those.
Dual Kevin.
Kevin, I need a confirmation. Is that what you mean? Let's go. Come on. Okay.
Yeah,
he's
he
one of those.
did.
Gotcha.
So Kevin nods as Jeremy asked the question. You could see the smile afterwards. It was exact. Kevin had that smile on like, I told you what he was going to do. And you didn't listen to me. That was that smile that Kevin had on.
I need to know personally because I was confused myself.
Yeah.
But, you know, we saw it there before our very eyes. Classico does not care.
No, he was willing to EX headbutt time and time again. It ended up working out. That was ambiguous.
It didn't even say cross-up.
It didn't say cross-up. It probably hit on the same side. Yeah, it probably did if it didn't say cross-up.
You can't see my face, but I have such disdain for that.
Oh, command throw does the job. Up to Snuff, trying to steal that momentum back from Team Storm and force out the captain.
Round 2. Fight.
Up to Stuff now at match point.
With double dash forward. Oh, catches
Great conversion. Oop. Yeah, that counter allowed him Nikali to extend that combo. Firing away, he always finds that mark.
Yeah, EX tackle.
And it's a good risk to take too, because it's not going to be punishable.
Yeah. Ooh, counter hit. Classico might have tried that crouch fierce once he got under there. Yeah, it's punishable when it hits that high.
Oh, that was just a ploy.
Yeah,
oh, the baits.
Runs into that one, doesn't actually get the dash up confirmed, but he gets the tackle afterwards. Oh, yeah, right into the ages.
Let's get the setup. Is he going to go for the damage only? He is. Okay.
Oh, he tried for the close mirror, just DP straight through it. Great read by Up to Snuff. Gets out of the way of that jump in with the headbutt and then converts on the other side.
Uh-oh. Samurai yelling, close it out. Close it out. He's trying to be that gatekeeper.
This is team battle point right now for Team Storm. Oh, recovers in time to not get jumped in on. Oh, the 7-frame sweep, man. I'll talk about it again. That's not a cross-up. Staying in front with the dive kick. Oh, yeah. I think everybody in the room felt it coming. Up to
Do
Snuff.
it again?
Yeah. Up to Snuff. Smelling the desperation from Classico. I think he just got a little overzealous, right? He was playing so well, and then the momentum was completely in Up to Snuff's favor at first, and he just wanted that EX headbutt, right? He wanted his turn back, but Dual Kevin called it. Dual Kevin called it. He's like, you listen to me and you'll be fine. You don't listen to me and Team Frost is holding another L. I mean,
as soon as I got the nod of approval from Dual Kevin, that's how I was able to call it. I mean, honestly, I understood the reasoning behind it. Of course. You did see the sense of urgency from Up to Snuff, and it was a great situational awareness from Snuff to just back off.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a normal decision we see in Street Fighter V meta, right? It's like, okay, you blocked my reversal, but you don't think I'm crazy enough to do it again, right?
But you have to know that he's one of those.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what Dual Kevin called out. Up to Snuff listened to him after dropping in Game 2, and then was able to take Game 3 and keep his team alive. So you see Classico right here. Yeah,
that was a good idea, though.
Perfect. That saved Up to Snuff's life.
Well, not for that long, though.
You know what, never mind.
Yeah, and then keeping ambiguous with the jump-ins. Here it is, instance 1. There you go, getting the punish, putting him in prime position to get the stun afterwards. Yeah, you know it.
Yeah. I like Up to Snuff just going with the jump back as well. Perfect punish. So now it's going to be Item versus Up to Snuff. And again, we saw in Team Frost's previous match too, it wasn't the Colleen because it was banned out that was carrying them, but it was the Up to Snuff from the Kali. And here we go again. The last remaining player for Team Frost is Up to Snuff. He's going up against Team Captain, Item, and his Laura. The full potential unleashed for Team Storm's captain.
So here's what the situation is now with Team Frost, considering that it's gone down to the final game between both players, right? It might be a little hard to see if they go over Team Gale in the standings, but one thing is for certain, if Storm loses, if they lose, they do get bumped down to second because they would have 3 losses on the record with their 5 wins.
Yeah, while Team Inferno still holding first place with only 2 losses.
Oh, fully charged, extra dangerous.
Yeah. Gets clipped by the crouch medium punch, but he's a little bit too far to do anything else off of it. Nice check early.
I like that. Up to Snuff, checking the advancement from Laura, whether it's a dash or the V-skill, buffering that stand strong.
Yeah, that was an impressive buffer too because he had the charge ready. Oh, DP, just use the regular one. He'll take that trade. EX command grab on the other side.
How does it feel to get command grab? That was kind of
a little random, right? A meaty sweep. You don't see that too much, but he does punish the overhead.
Ooh. Backing away, I like that. Doesn't want Item to get started whatsoever. Is aware that the V trigger is up.
We out of there, yeah. Doesn't want to play that fireball charge game again, just backdashing. Oh, good snuff from.
Look how far that was. Low forward catching that tail end of the animation of the thunderclap, moving Laura forward. Excellent button placement there from Snuff.
Oh, and then the stand roundhouse. He doesn't get the combo though. He's a little bit too far for stand medium kick.
Anti-air? Yes, sir.
Oh, stayed on the same side as well again. Nice jump out after the one normal. Up to Snuff with a great read. Toss him back. Oh, now this time the command grab gets jumped out from Item.
Excellent block so far, but how long can you block until the command grab comes out?
Yeah, and then the forward throw. We're tied up the rounds here. Yeah, Team Storm starting to get excited. Final round. Classico pacing around.
Classico can't even watch anymore. He's just 2 rounds. He's stressing out.
It's funny because Classico can't even watch, and Samurai is watching the screen like he's playing.
He's yelling. He's feeling it too. Every single hit, he's behind his teammate at 100%. That's the kind of support you need on your team. Nice buffer there from Snuff. Bring him down. Caught him jumping back. Yeah, the scramble situation a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna come out on top. Great spacing on the overhead. Now we got the forward throw on top of it. Crouch Fierce trying to catch him getting froggy. Command throw, and it puts away the first game.
Oh, one more, baby.
Just barely.
Close it out. One more.
Samurai giving a lot of encouragement here.
Let's go, Idon. Let's go. You've been.
How does Dual Kevin classify Idom? That's the question. How does Dual Kevin classify Idom? You can't contain a beast like him. It's so hard. He's an alien.
It's already started off as well. Gets the counter hits, has Up to Snuff in the corner. Very close to the stun. Up to Snuff still slugging it out. He's not trying to get bullied. Oh, the
yes,
overhead
he
is
is.
there.
Oh, yes, he is.
Oh,
Oh, Thunderclap. Hey.
no. Overhead.
That was so meaty.
So meaty. And then the throw item on team battle point.
Not a single emotion from Idom. Completely focused on the game. He's like, yeah, after weeks of weeks of banning me, this is what happens.
After weeks and weeks of not getting to play Laura, finally on this character, showing why he deserves to get banned week in and week out.
I'll teach you what happens when you decide to let me play. I'll tell you what. I like the statement being made from Idom. Again, this is the reason why we want this ban happening. Up to Snuff, getting the jump in, huge damage, and the corner carry. On the round, yes sir, Up to Snuff hanging in there.
Up to Snuff knows that if he shows Idom the fear, that means the set is over, right? The match, the team battle, it's all done. That's why he keeps slugging it out, showing that he's willing to press buttons when Idom gets close.
Oh, that's so sneaky. Anti-air short on the other side, V-skilling past the body. Close to Stun is a threat, Up to Snuff, knew it.
Oh, great ants here. Then he eats the command grab. Didn't want to get counter hit on the ground. Oh, then he chases the back
That should be
dash,
enough. No, he dropped it. Okay, maybe it's because of the tail end of the Thunderclap. The reason why it was just awkward, he couldn't continue that combo. Up to Snuff has a chance here. Got the Snuffingtons.
Swinging. Oh, the EXDP. We're getting stomps from Nephew now. Dual Kevin. Oh, and he gets the stun. Up to Snuff stays alive.
Dual Kevin with the hype.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen Dual Kevin play a lot of fighting games recently, but he has discovered his inner pop-off. My man loves to get hype.
He's the monster hunter. He's got the classification down for Idom. He understands what kind of beast he is, and he's granting insight to his teammate.
What are his vulnerabilities? What parts of the body do you attack?
He's trying to find the vulnerable weaknesses here. How do you stop something you've never seen before? It is up until now he's encountered this beast.
Oh man, alright, we're going to the last game here. Idom Up to Snuff. Oh. Quickly making sure that he knows that he's still not afraid. Bringing out the DPs.
And I like how Up to Snuff is keeping it so ambiguous with his jumping. You know, Idom does have access to the upper elbow to bring him down as an anti-air, but hasn't come out just yet.
Oh! Stand roundhouse crush counters exactly what Idom's looking for the EXDP. Up to Snuff. Has him in the corner now as well. Oh, blows him up with the stomp string.
That was the roundhouse stomp as well, popping him up. Speaking of pop-ups, here comes Laura.
Oh, he just ate. You can't eat the Thunderbolt. That had to be an execution error. Had to be an execution error.
There was no counter hit. You might be right. He might have been holding forward, getting himself ready for the EX uppercut. Who knows?
Yeah. I don't know if he was holding up or what, but either way.
Uh-oh, crush counter. Didn't miss. Didn't get the reset.
Oh, blows through the stomp. I'm really rocking and rolling at this point. Getting team battle point.
It's too tough to take him by yourself.
Oh. Nice check. There it is. Crouch jab into the full counter hit combo.
Gets the back throw as well. All Up to Stuff now. Okay, critical art. One more instance away. He can actually do this against Idom. He still has critical art. It is a huge threat.
Idom surrendering the V trigger as well, using the V reversal of Up to Snuff. Gets a low forward. He can confirm it as C8.
Oh! Oh! He tried. Oh no!
But he's still alive. Oh, he tried to check the dash, but he was too
late. Fucking go! Let's go! Let's go! You've been here before. Let's go!
And Team Store. Samurai reminding Idom he's been there before. He's been at the top of the CPT. He's one of the captains for a reason. They finally let him play his character, and he's been clutching it out time and time again.
Another 3-2 victory for the side of Storm, but this time around, it's the clutch factor from IDOM's Laura.
They let him play.
That's what happens when you let him play.
They got reverse OCV by Samurai last time. They said we want to eliminate that possibility, but that means you give item to Laura, and that means you open yourself up to these possibilities.
On the other hand, Up to Snuff played valiantly, almost taking
He played
down.
so well.
He was amazing, right? With the full support of his team, but you know what? You need more than just one member to capture this beast.
Yeah. And right here, the Thunderbolt. Yeah, I'm not sure if he was holding up or what in that situation. We're going to have to ask him about it a little later, but yeah, Up to Snuff, that was unfortunate for him.
Yeah, I really want to know his thoughts as to that last second play in the previous round. But you know, I like this idea of going back and forth and threatening the position, thinking that IDOM was going to sit there and block, going for the command grab, but just that opening, IDOM just clutched it out. And you see it was off screen while he was watching the replay. It was a huge sigh of relief. He was like, oh my God,
and
I can't
Up to
believe
Snuff
it.
had been so good at checking the dashes, right? Both of those players were very good at checking the dashes, and it was one failed dash check that cost him the game at the end. Oh, man.
Yeah, let's take the final word from Team Storm with Rip standing by with the team captain.
Yo, that was a tense set, but Team Storm now 6 team battle victories in a row after losing the first 2. I'm here with the winners, of course. IDOM. Easy, huh?
No, I wouldn't say it was easy, but I got my teammates backing me, telling me what I should be doing, what I made mistakes in. You know, having the teammates behind you is always good.
Yeah, definitely. You know, the camaraderie here between you guys during that set, no matter who is playing, is always phenomenal to watch. What was Samurai saying to you between those sets?
I mean, that drop at the end, he's just telling me, black box, black box. And I'm like, yeah, just forget and play my game. Forget about that drop.
Yeah, the Lord pick still pulling through. Obviously, you guys making this really hard on all of your opponents now. They don't know who to ban. It's like, it's such an issue, right? Like, you ban you, Samurai's coming through the OCVs. You ban Samurai now, the Laura's coming through. How are you feeling right now, Samurai? You obviously been rooting on both your opponents. I saw even after Classical loss, you know, you're like, you did your job. You did your job.
We're playing as a team. Our players are playing how they want to play. There's no stopping us.
No stopping us. And of course, Classico, you, man, you know, you started it off against Dual Kevin. Tell me, man, when is he going to stop sandbagging?
Again, dang, you always catch me off guard, man. I don't think he's sandbagging anymore. Kevin's a homie, man. Kevin plays his heart out every time. He's probably the calmest player here. So, I mean, I play Dank a lot, so I was kind of confident going in. So, it worked, so.
All right, well, there you have it. Congratulations to you guys. Still 6 in a row. That's very impressive. Congratulations. Let's send it on back to the desk.
And even after their victory, you can still see the body language, the mannerisms. They're still so tense after that set.
Who blames them?
Yeah, exactly. That was for first place. That should mean Team Storm is in first place over Team Inferno. I know we got to go through the tiebreakers and whatnot, the head-to-heads, the matches in games 1. But overall, right now, they are at the top of the standings. As you can see, Team Storm led by Item and Samurai and Classico really just pulling their own weight as well. Team Inferno, Punk drops down to second along with JB and Broly Legs. And then Knuckle Dew, Team Gale, solidifying their position at third place with that Team Frost loss. Right now they're 4-4, and then we got Team Spirit for Justin Wong 2-6, and Team Psycho with Toy 1-7. What an incredible week of Street Fighter League! Again, as we get close to the end, all the matches matter to these standings. They've been shifting nonstop, and it's been intense set after intense set.
It's safe to see, or safe to say, who's going to come out on top with the top 2 teams. Right? It's been really back and forth with Team Inferno, with Team Storm. What we're coming down to as we go approach our last 2 weeks is who's going to take that third place spot between going to be Gale and Frost, right? Gale and Frost, another week for them to play to really find out what's going to happen. But in the meantime, you can expect next week's teams battle is going to be Knuckle Dew with Gale going up against IDOM and Storm. Ooh, that's going to be a good one. That's the first one for next week. The second one is going to be Team Inferno going up against Team Psycho. And then the finale of that week is going to be Team Spirit with Justin Wong and Frost with Nephew. Again, that's what you can expect. Everything is coming together here at Street Fighter League towards the end of the season, right? And towards the end of the year, these guys are trying to fight for those big prizes, right? Just over $50,000. First place taking $30,000 home. Second place with $15,000. And third place rounding up with $6,000. But again, that's only awarded to the top 3, whereas the top 2 get invited back to Season 2. That being said, Rinch, any final thoughts before we close it up?
Incredible week of SFL. I really love seeing these players play their heart out. I love the camaraderie that the team environment builds. As you can see, Samurai really bigging up his boys, right? Bigging up his teammates. And he's got the confidence that I think a lot of them are going to gravitate towards and really come out on top here in the future weeks, or the future week, I guess, or the future 2 weeks. We still
That's
got 2
right,
weeks
yeah.
left of SFL, so make sure to tune into those. And yeah, I've had a great time, man. Why don't you get us out of here?
I did as well. We thank each and every one of you guys for joining us along this journey. We have so much more Street Fighter to go, believe it or not. You know, it's coming down to the finale, but we do not want you guys to miss it. It's going to be even better each and every week, and we hope to see you guys for the next one. Take care.